Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Friday Night Bricks. My name is Reed, Hope Castle. Chester is here up in the tree. This is episode 103, so we are approaching that 2-year mark, which we'll do next week. And so basically, tonight I picked up some more of the CMFs, the superhero ones. I still need to get a full set for Kevin. I don't know. Probably don't need a full set for me. I'm gonna probably get a bunch of the cats, just for some of the scenes I do with those. Other than that, might do some other things. I was hoping for another BrickLink order. It has not arrived from northern Wisconsin yet, so I will not be building. I picked up some parts. I bought some parts for the rainbow portals. So it's one of those things where I placed an order Monday, hasn't got here yet, so I'll be building those at some point. I do have my 2 boxes of CMFs. I didn't take those out to hey Mike, hey Winter Bricker, welcome. So I didn't take, and actually I'm back at my mom's house. I was out there. I streamed last Friday, as everybody saw, from my storage, but weather's not quite there, and I'm kind of using the guy's Wi-Fi out there. It's not mine, so I'm not really prepared to be out there quite yet. So we'll see how long we stream tonight. Kind of been like been in that gaming funk lately too. I mean, hopefully by next weekend I will have a much faster machine. I did order something on eBay, or I won an auction on eBay, so my CPU will be faster and I'll have more RAM. I might even go to the other motherboard and then play with this one for maybe putting it into a like a build a Lego case, possibly. I mean, I just need to figure out how to do that. I know the reason we use the metal cases for computers is for grounding purposes and all that. So I mean, I need to figure out how to do that with a Lego case. But I brought some other stuff. Brought some of the Purple Horde, some of those guys that I was messing with for the show. Obviously I did the Virtual Brickworld last weekend. They did the Brickworld VirtuaCon. They sold 1,000 tickets, and so basically it was pretty cool. I actually the only kind of, I mean, actually at the beginning I obviously didn't read the instructions carefully enough. I had a waiting room, so it was kind of a little jostly, and with the Wi-Fi, the camera every time it moved, it was an issue. But once they turned off the waiting room, it was a lot smoother. I needed help doing that because I absolutely messed up when I jumped into my room and did it. And so, hey, I'm Lego. And so it was one of those things where haven't finished that. The other kind of kicker is I'm still kind of still waiting on a few things from the contest. So actually, where is my calendar? Okay. So I mean, I'm trying to hand out prizes for the 100th episode based on the way I drew them, and so basically I'm still waiting on a few people. So let's see here. Somniac responded on what he wanted. And so that's good. I don't have his address yet. I'm still waiting to hear back from Sands and Haley Bricks. Check your emails. Check your spam emails. There was a list of, I think, 8 or 9 prizes to choose from. I need like the, for like second order, pick 2, third, pick 3, the fourth picked 4, fifth picked 5. That way they have their choices. If their first choice, whatever, second or whatever disappears, it'll get to one of them. So basically, Sands, I need your 2, the 2 that you'd want, and Haley, I need 3. One of the 3 that whatever. And so, and then Somniac needs to send me the email or his address. So it's one of those things where I'm just trying to get that information. I want to do it in order, because it just feels nicer that way. I mean, otherwise it's kind of a free for all, and I just kind of like that. I will have to do some more giving out next week, because next week will be episode 104, which will be the 2-year mark for Friday Night Bricks. Obviously, for those who know, that actually is not. I've actually been. Hold on. I actually have been on YouTube for much longer than 2 years. I actually need to pull up my account. Hold on. And I'm hoping RAM next week will solve a lot of my problems. I don't have that much on my desktop, so I don't know what is slowing down this computer, but it is kind of crazy. So I think I just, Haley Bricks. Hey, Haley.
Hey, Reed. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Actually, I'm just trying to look at something real quick here. Ooh, I'm up to 199 subscribers, almost at 200. Ooh. I actually joined YouTube 10 years ago, the end of next month. So might have to do something there. Might have to do maybe a quick drawing for 200 subscribers too, maybe a small one. As I climb slowly. Might have to. Well, I want to stream a little bit on Facebook, but I got to make my timeline public, and so I haven't done that yet because Facebook delicately says, "Hey, if you go public with this, that means all your past blah 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 is public now." And I'm like, I really want to do that, that's kind of thing. It's like all these fancy programs we use for social media. It'd be nice if they could just say just this public and just that public.
I would think it would be from the next video that you make live would be public from now on, not all your past stuff too.
I think the way they word it is anything you've previously done within your timeline or something. I'll have to look at it again and see, but it was kind of like, and that's why I don't think I've ever done it. Because every time I click it, I'm like, gosh, I got so much information out there, from the last how many years I've been on Facebook, 4 or 5, whatever. So it's like, do I really want the whole timeline over the last 5 years? I mean, I guess anything Lego is outdated anyways, but So did you get my email on episode 100? Did you get that email?
I think so.
So yeah, so at some point, just kind of look at the list of prizes and pick your top 3 and send it to me. Somniac, I think, just saw it just the other day and responded. The only person else I'm waiting for is Sands, but Bama and Brick Bunnies responded right away. I've got their addresses and their prize lists, and so it's one of those things where I just was going to try and go in order. I just kind of thought that would be kind of cool.
Okay, yeah, I didn't, because I saw your invite to it and I was busy, but let me go back and see if I can find it.
Yeah, because I sent out an email that had it was just to the 5 of you: Somniac, Sands, Haley, Bama, and Brick Bunnies, and it said it went through the prize list of the different little packages because I had a couple poly bags, and stuff like that. So I made it into a decent size kit type thing. So, Mr. Hinkle.
What's up?
All right, yeah, I found it. Okay, I'll get that to you.
That's fine. I just kind of like the idea of just doing an order. So I mean, you're just one of the other ones. Sands too, which is here every week, is kind of funny that he hasn't responded yet either, but it's okay. Maybe I'll make him sweat in the green room tonight if he decides to show up. So
there you go.
Sweat him out a little bit. So Kevin, nice stream today. It was pretty cool. You had Amanda on. That's pretty nice.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, a little watch, more listen, because I drive, so I mean it's kind of hard to watch. But I mean, I'll pull it up a little bit here and there, when I'm sitting or waiting or whatnot.
Well, hey, YouTube thinks you watched it, and that's all that matters.
Well, yeah, or listened. They don't know.
I see how it is, Kevin. I see how it is.
Watch time.
I don't even know. Mine's up there. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to that. I'll wait until I get a little bit higher, a little bit more episodes, a little bit more, whatever. So,
how you doing, Haley?
I'm doing good, Kevin. How are you?
Hanging in there, hanging in there.
And look, Kevin, I got more of these to open up tonight.
Oh, nice.
Well, I haven't been able to find the new ones, but I found those that. What's funny is I went to one of my Walmarts I deliver to, and one of the person I like talking to down there was like, she's like, "Do you live down here?" I was like, "No." She's like, "But you were just here yesterday." And I go, "Yeah, well, I have to come to this city twice a week, And she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." I says, 2 of the stores don't take deliveries on Wednesday, so I get to deliver here on Wednesday, and then I come back on Thursday. And it was kind of humorous. I mean, it was nice.
A little funny. You were just here. It's like, why don't you not watch where I go so closely?
I mean, just like, there's maybe there's a top secret reason for wanting to be here twice in 1 week, but hey, you have to look into that the way you want to look into that. That's that's all I'm gonna say. So so that was cool. Amanda's kind of probably happy she doesn't have to build all her Lego pimping things.
Well, she said she has them all, but she just hasn't constructed it, so she's gonna take more time.
Well, yeah, I'm guessing it's. I mean, at the rate we're going, I mean, everybody wants to reopen these all the states, but I mean, if they do, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? I don't think it's. I'd love to see Brickworld happen. I love Brickworld, I really do. But I just, hey, I'm wearing my Brickworld shirt, my favorite color, the purple one, even though it probably looks blue on screen. But I got my favorite Brickworld shirt. So I mean, I'd love to see it open, but I mean, hey,
it's better to be safe than sorry.
That's true. I mean, at the way things are going, I mean, I wonder what actually will be the next convention anybody can really go to. I mean, I'm almost thinking maybe by October BrickCon, maybe. I mean, I think everything before. I mean, just because I think it's going to be too close to whatever. I mean, I guess we'll see. But I mean, to me, they've done the virtual convention. I mean, they can do another one. I think what we need to do this time is standing and talking for 6 hours is pretty excessive for me.
Is it? You don't say.
I didn't get to sleep. I didn't take my usual nap. I didn't get to hide out or disappear. Go go grab something to eat. Without looking like I was chomping on the screen. But it was kind of cool. So next time maybe we could do like a castle collab room where we can different people can spotlight. The one thing I thought was kind of cool is Judy Payne stopped on from Minneapolis, and she had to be on there half an hour, 45 minutes. That was kind of cool. Because like she said, I mean, nobody knows when we get to meet up again. And it's nice to see all of us, that we get to see each other at the Brickworld and stuff. And so it's one of those things where that was kind of cool. And then Jeffrey Veens, he was in at the end. And so that was kind of cool. I got to sit and talk to him. I talked to him for like an hour after the show because the rooms were still up, but people couldn't get back into the portal screen. So, I mean, we had one other person that had been in there before it ended, and he sat there for a little bit. He didn't say much because Jeff and I did all the talking, and finally, I think he just dropped. But I mean, it was pretty good. It was cool. I did have some people, open up their cameras and stuff, which was fine. I mean, obviously, I think Brian, those guys, they said not to, but it's kind of cool.
When I was there, you had a couple parents and their kids with their cameras on, and they were pretty happy to see your castle lit up. They had some big old smiles on their face.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was the one thing that was kind of unique to this versus the normal Brickworld is the people there. For me, hey Larry, Larry probably wants an invite. I'm gonna have to open something up. Well, the nice thing was I got to do. I'll open a band, Larry. Hold on one second here. The nice thing was I got to show them a little bit of World of Lights, which was kind of cool, which we normally don't get to. They don't get to see it because it's so late at night.
Sure.
For me, that was really cool from that standpoint, and so.
Whoa.
Yeah. So give me a second, Larry. It's one of those things where, like I said, my computer will be getting upgraded this next week. So.
I just pulled out a white minifigure head out of a bag, and it's cracked.
Ooh. Must be a skeleton or something.
Are you cracking heads over there, Kevin?
I mean, it's impossible for you guys to see it, but it's like literally down the middle from the top down to the neck. So I guess that's garbage.
Man, I might open up my laptop.
What, you're not going to do a little mock that says I'll start cracking heads? And
Nah, I got two. I don't save anything that's broken. I just toss it. So it turns out that if you do a couple Lego Sig Fig drawings for Lego Masters, everybody in the world wants a Lego Sig Fig drawing. So I have been, I think I have like 40 jobs in queue, which is a little overwhelming because I can't exactly do them any faster than I already do them. But also, what's a little new for me is a lot of the people that are asking for them don't currently have Sig Figs already. So they're also asking me to design their Sig Figs and then illustrate them. So I have been hard at work rummaging through my minifig stuff, trying to pull out all the different hair options.
Yeah.
All the different like mustache options, because I'm having to rummage through my bins so much that it's actually getting really annoying. And I'm like, man, I just want that hair, right? And it's like, I know what I need to reference it, and I can't find it, and I'm sick of this. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going through the whole bin, and I'm going to pull them all out, and that's it.
Kevin, you don't have them all sorted already?
No, I have them sorted like, here's all my hair.
The forever sorting king is not sorted. What?
It's sorted. It's sorted. It's just not. It needs to go another granular level.
Not sub sorting.
It is not at the sub sorting. Because yeah, I mean that's my bin of all minifig hair, and I'm like I dig through it for like 45 minutes to find a hair. It's like no, I don't have time for this. It's like let's just pull them all out and then we'll be good, and I don't have to worry about it.
That's a big bin of hair.
It is a bit, yeah, and that's the smallest bin.
Oh dear.
Like that's like, don't even get me started on torsos and legs and oh man. And you know what else? You know what else is new? People want me to draw their pets. They're like, oh, I have I have this type of dog. Can you draw it? And I'm like, oh god, I got to go through all my animals now too. So I've been trying to find like all the different dogs.
You better start looking for squirrels for Chester.
Don't forget the new bulldog, English bulldog that just came out.
Yeah, and somebody I'm working on one, and they have like that Alaskan dog.
The big fluffy ones.
Yeah, and I don't have it. I can't find it. I'm like, because it helps me a lot to have it so I can reference it.
Yeah,
like, it makes a huge difference because when I Google the images, they're never in the right pose. They're just never the way I need them. What do you got there? You got them, Mike B?
Yeah, I got the bulldog.
No, that's the French bulldog. The English one.
Don't even get me started on how you store your legs and torsos.
Don't worry about it. It's not your legs and torso.
I'm worried about
it. Yeah, let's see that bin of hair again. I want to see that bin of hair. I missed it. I was
Wagnerius. Wait, how do you say that? Wagnerius?
Wagnerius maximus.
There you go.
Husky.
There's a husky.
Yeah, that's the one that I need for a job, and I don't have it. I'm probably gonna
hold it while you draw it.
Yeah, thanks. Well, just stay still.
I like that all the huskies are all different. There's not one that's the same because how the coloring is kind of like the parrots, the two-tone parrots. How they're all different.
You think I'm gonna get anybody that wants hair like this, the old Islanders hair?
If you're doing pirates,
maybe.
That's pretty cool here, though.
Of course, if I don't pull it out, it's gonna be like I gotta go find it. That's how it's gonna be. I know this game. I've played this stupid game for too long.
Thing is, though, is that for also building a sig fig? Because obviously, for a sig fig, you'd have to be able to find that part too. So something that old might be.
I mean, I'm trying to get a sampling of everything in one spot. I'm not necessarily worried about like having all the colors or all the prints. Like that's irrelevant because when I draw it, I'll color it whatever color I want.
Yeah.
I just need to have like one, like this. This is my one and only Mr. T Mohawk from the Dimensions, and it was at the bottom of the bin. Took me like an hour to find that stupid thing.
Oh.
Like, all right, now I got the Mohawk.
Now, Kevin, did you find all some crutches and some poles and all those things as well?
Yeah, that I'll need to. I have not yet. I've done. I started with hair.
And you need a Lego wheelchair because you need differently abled people.
Yep, I've got some. I just need to dig it out and get it all together. If it works out though, I might even I might put this in my travel bin when I go to cons because if I do like on-site commissions, I can use them and reference them there.
Cool.
So Kevin's actually putting Lego bricks together. I know. It's amazing.
Wouldn't it be nice if you had all of your torsos by type? These are merely city torsos. I have divided by the type and use for it.
That's what I did a couple of weeks ago.
Perchance all of the city elements. I mean, don't even get me started on castles.
Don't even get me started. Larry, I do have a bin of hair. It's a bin of human hair. Doesn't everybody have a bin of human hair?
My animals are like that. I don't know if all of the other elements for my minifigs are quite like that, but my animals are definitely like that.
Well,
Except I can't find them right now, so I don't know where they're at. I used them for something, and they are currently missing in action. So,
Kevin
so
also
the animals were not out for the Virtual Brickworld, so it's kind of sucked.
What do I have to do?
If I'm on spot.
Huh?
What did Haley? What did you say?
Kevin also has a bin of hands too.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a little different. But yeah.
Like monkey paws?
Yeah. That's a little.
Larry wants to know: is it drain hair?
Oh, the best kind. The best hair is drain hair.
The best time of waking up is drain hair.
But there's some interesting little things that you don't really notice until you start like putting them all together, like the comb over, like how many different comb overs there are, like this one and this one and this one, and they're all different, but they kind of look similar-ish and the same. You wouldn't,
And this would be my hair bin, Mr. Hinkle.
Your hair bin. It sounds awful.
Different types of hair.
I can't see it. It's only me.
I know Reed's got you on spotlight.
Hold on. Jeez Louise, it's
Jeez, Lewis.
What's your rhyme or reason? Are they just all in there?
So I have male and female divided, and then for the most part, I'll have 2 or 3 hair types per division. And then I get to some of these where I only have 2 of Starfire's hair in purple and a couple things like that. But the ones that I use more often, I have in their own divided bins with 1 or 2 other hair cards. So
I got you.
Heads are the worst. Heads are the hardest to keep track of and hardest to know what I've got.
How many different Lego heads are there, Mr. Hinkle? Do you
Oh, I mean, who knows? Enough that I've got this bin.
Oh, that's not popcorn?
No. That bin is decently heavy too.
Each head weighs what? About same as a head of cabbage, right?
Oh goodness, are we doing math? I'm not doing math.
Whatever Lego cabbage is.
No math for me, please.
Which could be the Exoforce hair, or I think they have the green female.
Oh yeah. They use that for cabbage in the Market Street, but that was another fan. But yeah, these back here at the end, the Exoforce.
Oh yes, exactly. Yeah.
This is something that was weird. Like I'm aware of like the afro part, but there's actually 2 different afros. One's like much bigger than the other.
One's a clown hair, and one's the actual afro, I think.
That's the stuff that, like, unless I'm looking at it all in front of me, I didn't quite realize that. I'm like, oh, all right.
And see, with most of the sets that I buy nowadays, I'm buying them largely for minifigures. So I don't really buy them for the sets. There are a couple of sets I build and keep together, but most of the sets that I buy are for minifigures nowadays.
Yeah. There's also for Kai from Ninjago. Like, obviously, there's the movie hair that's like super tall, But he also, there's 2 different versions of like his normal hair. They're also like totally different materials, and they're like combed in different directions. Oh, I'm doing that the wrong way. But I didn't realize that. I just thought that he had the movie hair and the regular hair. Like that's.
I thought those were used for other figures as well, but I could be wrong.
They might be.
Like they might have started on a CMF or something, but I don't know.
Drain hair. All about that drain hair.
Larry's here.
Larry has arrived.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Larry.
I pulled up your link from Band Read, and I was waiting. I'm like, oh, okay, you sent me another link, so I'll open that one and that. And it worked.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, I'm hoping I get back to Zoom at some point. Might have to use Zoom and go to Facebook, but, hey, I still haven't.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, Mark. Really.
How's it going, Larry?
I haven't gotten heard anything back from YouTube or Zoom yet, so.
I'm sure they're not busy at all.
Right.
No, not at all.
This is
Well,
your
actually, I tried to do like the on-site help for one day, and I think it was either I was either the 323rd in queue or 523rd. I couldn't remember. Maybe 323.
I mean, when you're at that point, what's a couple hundred?
Exactly.
No.
It's when you pop in a beer and watch The Godfather while you're on hold.
Or you could do Gone with the Wind.
True, good one. My personal favorite is Hatari, but I doubt most people will know what that is.
I do not know what that is.
It's a John Wayne movie that's
Okay.
about 3 hours
Oh
long.
yeah. Well, then I'm just gonna watch. If we're watching John Wayne, I'm just gonna watch the Hellfighters. Then if that's.
But that's not 3 hours long. It was all in the length of the movie, Reed. Sorry.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, then I'll watch the English Patient. Then how's that sound?
Sorry, you got it wrong. You got to try again.
Sorry.
I was trying to be helpful. I wasn't trying to be scathing.
Okay. I guess how you say it. I guess. Ooh, there's that
It's the
B.
difference between Kevin and Kevin. That's all.
That's the
There's
difference
a
between
difference?
Kevin and Wagnerius Maximus.
Gotta figure out where Mr. Hinkle's ones are big wise.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, so
The ones I got set aside for you, I gotta figure out where.
Gotcha.
so Mr. Reed,
Yes.
are you buying boxes of Series 20,
Oh,
or are you actually feeling them out to find the figures for your two sets?
oh, for the 21, I actually haven't really found. I only found that the ones a couple weeks ago. I really haven't been looking, and no, I'm not feeling them. Due to the current crisis going on, I'm not feeling them right now. Not buying either, so I'm just we're just waiting. I mean, obviously they'll be out for a while. I think I don't even think a lot of stores have them right now.
I have yet
seen
to
it.
find them in the store, so.
I've only seen it like once or twice, so I don't really even know. So,
But if you've got spare Vikings and Knights, I will buy any extra ones you have.
okay, I'll keep that in mind.
And there are a few other ones I would take.
I have enough right now for just the two sets right now. I don't think I've got extras beyond that.
Well, if you end up with extras, so.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing it as many like I have like in the past with some of the like especially like the one night, the Frost Night or whatever. These might be Kevin's here. Let's see here. Okay.
Oh, did you guys see the news? In an unprecedented move that nobody foresaw, Lego has decided to shut down Soho Bricks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, all right, hold on. I got to take a phone call. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
I was wondering whose phone was going crazy.
It's his bookie calling. He didn't bet too well on the draft last night. He's down a bit.
His Lego dealer.
Yeah. So Larry, you're based out of Denver, right? Or Colorado?
Yes, sir.
And Haley, sorry,
No, go ahead.
you're part of Reed's old lug, right?
Yes, I am.
Now that he's moved on to our lug. And then Haley, where are you from?
I'm down in Houston.
Oh, okay. Where everything's bigger,
Yes.
including the builds.
Yep. Go big or go home.
Yeah. I can appreciate that.
And Kevin, where are you at?
I'm in Wisconsin, up in Green Bay.
Okay.
Another Wisconsin man.
Yep. We're starting to get more and more insidious.
You got that one. You got Reed. You got Butt Chop. Got the other people, man.
My wife has all kinds of family up there. So I've been up there to Sturgeon Bay numerous times.
Oh, nice. That's a nice area, too.
Oh, gosh. It's a beautiful part of the country.
Yeah, we actually have a show we do up in Door County
Oh, yeah.
July this year. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. I kind of doubt it. But we do that each year. So that's a fun show to go to.
That's cool.
It's not particularly big, but it's a chance to get up and take the family up there. So
When is in Bay Beaches? When is that one usually?
oh, that's right. Yeah, Bay Beach is in August this year, I think. So that might still be happening. We'll see how things go.
Cool. So it sounds like somebody's moving down to Madison from that area. One of the AFOLs up there.
Well, he lives in Oshkosh, I think. So, and he works on Wednesday nights, which when we have our meetings. So we haven't seen him in probably close to a year, but he was coming to our meetings when we first started out. So that was nice to see. So we have our own Fox Valley lug up here now, and I'm also part of Wislug. So it's just since I live more than a couple hours away from Madison and Milwaukee, it's nice to have a group that we meet with on a regular basis. So, but we're not.
Didn't I see that somebody's moving to Madison? That's from that area.
Nathaniel is.
Oh, okay.
And he was in Foxlug, but he lives in Oshkosh, so he had been going to the Milwaukee meetings lately, and he'll be going to the Madison meetings now. So he's a really nice guy. So you're lucky to have him.
Cool. We're gonna have to start bringing our own chairs. The Madison meetings are starting to use up all the chairs Bricks and Minifix has.
Well, you guys are getting 20 to 30 people in meetings, aren't you?
Yeah, we're getting a lot. It's a lot. Well, yeah, this last weekend was a busy weekend. I had my stream for 4 hours. I had the Virtual Brickworld for 6. Then I had the Wislug committee meeting on Sunday, along with the Brickworld after party on Sunday too. So I think I had like 4 hours of Zoom meetings on Sunday too. So it was a busy online weekend.
Yeah, I do online meetings quite a bit for work now. So I'm in Zoom or Skype or something along those lines quite a bit now.
Let's see here. I'm going to have to start feeling minifigs. I'm starting to get lots of duplicates of these superhero ones. They're not the one that I really could use a lot of either. So,
is that the latest superhero one, Reed?
Yeah, the one that came out right before Series 20. So yeah, I've just been grabbing a few here and there. I mean, Walmart sells them cheap enough to where it's like, I'll pick up a few here and there. So I mean, I'm still trying to get. Well, you know, I had owed Kevin 5 or 6 just for the other half of the logo fee, and then I figured I was trying to still get the rest of the collection too. So just a matter of finding them, and you know, like you said, it's not really probably the best time to be sitting in a store feeling CMF bags, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, another one of him? Dang. That or they'll have to end up. Might have to reopen the Bricklink store and throw them out there. I guess maybe 2 of the extras or whatnot. Or
yeah, I have no interest in that series, but
yeah.
I would imagine they're not selling particularly well. But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain elements in some of them that are okay, but I mean, there's a certain couple things I wouldn't mind a few of, but not really. I haven't really even tested the feeling technique. So I mean, on these guys, so.
And it seems like a pretty niche collection. Like if that were Marvel X-Men, I might be interested in it. But if it were just Marvel, I wouldn't even probably want it. So. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Really? Okay, so let's see here. I'll make sure everything's here. Something thought I hit my knee. Well, the bag, they sealed the bag so well that they sealed the inner bag as part of the outer bag. Nice. If it fits her.
All right, I have to go dig through a part, so I'll be right back. Dig to find a part. There we go.
And Larry, what are you working on?
Well, I'm mocking it up today. We have a build challenge this week for Denlug. So the challenge is to build an aquatic vehicle. So I've got I've got the tail. Oh, shoot. Lighting is really not good. I still got daylight coming through, so it's washing everything out. So
very nice.
Hey, so here's the tail of this manta ray submarine I'm doing.
Very nice.
And then I've got, right now I'm working on a pattern for the wings. I'm going to try and tilt this down so you can see it. They're like two big, almost like bat wings. I don't know. If
So that's the back. That big half cylinder is the back end or the front end?
That is the front end. Here, let's try to ring this a little bit better. And that tail section's going there.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow it away, man. it got way bigger than I was really when it started in my mind. But I'm like,
I don't know what that's like at all.
I know, right? I'll just build a little trans hut castle turret, and then that. Did you see on Band or online this little guy?
Oh no!
It's magnets. Whoa, there it goes.
Oh, nice. What? That's a magnets. Wow.
Yeah. So there's all those chain link, like it was almost like a physics experiment kind of thing. But then there's the one with the. It's very, very touchy.
I believe it.
It's all about. I mean, you move parts of the speed in a fraction of a millimeter, and it changes the weight on these magnets enough that. All right, hold on. Pause for station identification.
I see a nice Roku screen run in the background.
Oh, yeah, I could probably kill that.
Well, I've got that in almost the same position in my build area too. So.
All right.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
It's really cool. It's a great little.
Which magnets are you using? Are those like Mtron magnets or something else?
Yeah, they're from Mtron.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a great little, thing for your desk,
Yep. Very cool.
I've seen some really cool ones. I like there was a Back to the Future one and the Cloud City one someone did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got to get pictures of this mock by tomorrow night to turn them in, and beat everybody. I've missed the last couple of challenges just because I've been organizing and sorting. But now that that's all done, I can actually play.
Yep, I'm in the same boat myself.
And it's funny, Hinkle, because it seems like you and I have spent the whole entire week together. Although it was really just me watching Forever Sorting, about 20 episodes.
Oh, is Hinkle done doing his selfies? Can he even hear us?
I think he still has it muted, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Even if he's muted, he still should have sound, but
Unless he muted his computer.
Yeah. Yeah, if he was on the phone, that would make sense.
He's forgotten about all the little people that are right in front of him.
Somebody should shoot up some smoke signals or something.
Something.
Just all start waving at him. He'll eventually be like, what the crap's going on?
Haley, what are you working on?
I am pulling parts for a train.
Like a set or a mock?
It's a mock. It's for the Back to the Future layout.
Nice. So I assume it's going to have full hovering functionality and rotating wheels and everything.
Oh yes.
Good.
Well, this is going to be the original, and then we got to modify the other one to make it fly.
Yeah, nice.
oh my God. I guess this is the week I should have Zoom going, I guess, huh?
Why?
Because it's like I've got lots of people that want to play this week. It's kind of crazy.
Ah.
Well, I can drop out. I'm just sitting here pulling parts. So if you want to rotate people in and out,
I can do that.
Well, it depends who you're bringing in, Reed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, who would you want to come in?
Well, it's more who I don't want to come in.
Well, who do we get to pick from?
You get a pick from Brick Freak and M Lego.
Who was there first?
Of course, Brick Freak.
Yeah. Why don't you boot Kevin?
Another Wisconsinite.
How's it going?
Well, we'll add Brick Freak for now. We'll let him come.
You're
play
lucky.
for a little
You're lucky. Your appearance was in the balance, Brick Freak.
Oh yeah,
You were this close.
yeah,
One more vote, you wouldn't have been out.
Yep.
yeah.
You know, hey, it's a democracy. That's what kind of happens once in a while. What can we say?
Well, there were 0 votes overall, so you passed with flying colors.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Reed is kind of our supreme leader. He pushed you over the edge.
He did.
All right.
If we had Butt Chop the Tyrant in here, then everything would change.
Yeah.
Well, see, if we were doing that, then I'd have to start Zoom, and I'd have to go over to I'd have to go to like Facebook then, to get all those people in.
You're saying he brings such a crowd with him?
Not necessarily. This is the Butt Chop we're talking about. Come on. Lots of miscellaneous figs that came out of all kinds of places here. I'm not sure where I even got these. A couple of these must have come from a draft or something.
So, Reed, what do you think of Virtual Brickworld?
It was good. It was good. As I was saying earlier, it was interesting. I actually was. I didn't get my usual show nap. Couldn't do that, unfortunately. Standing and talking for 6 hours was, definitely a long experience. But hey, nothing bad there. So it was cool. It was definitely a neat experience. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, it was neat. I mean, it would be nice to have a little bit, maybe more people like in the room I was, in. Maybe like do like a collab room type kind of thing, and that way it's.
Yeah, like a castle room or something.
Yeah, from that there you can kind of spotlight different people and whatnot. So it would be kind of cool.
Switch off every 15 minutes or something. Yeah. Well, you don't like talking for 6 hours straight? Isn't that every Friday night, Reed?
Yeah, but I mean, I still can kind of get up, move around.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I was in my storage too, so it didn't have quite the amenities that I have, here. So, but it was okay.
No pool table, no full service bar.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much nothing. It's a room. That's pretty much all there is. But it was good. I mean, it was good.
I'm reading the chat from my new phone.
Okay, there you go. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like I said earlier, Judy jumped in from Minneapolis and talked for a bunch. That was kind of cool. Jeffrey Veens was in at the end. I mean, so it's good. I mean, some kids had turned on their video and whatnot, and so I did manage to do World of Lights many times. Turned off the lights and showed off the castle in the dark, and so that was kind of something new. And Kevin, we cannot hear you, so if you can hear us, we cannot hear you. He might still be on his phone call, I'm guessing.
Oh, that's
he's
true.
Talking. He did that last week too. He's kind of one of those things where he was in his own little world, seeming like he was maybe normal, but really not normal type kind of thing.
Well, that pretty much describes him to a T, though, doesn't it?
Kind of. I'm just kind of digging through. I've got a bunch of bags of like BAM parts and stuff that I guess I must have purchased over time. So
Bricks and minifig parts, Reed?
No.
Oh.
Lego store. Because I've got some stuff that I would use
for bricks and minifigs. That's where I pulled that from.
Oh no, BAM means Build a Mini. Sorry, Brick Freak.
Oh, okay.
Not everyone lives in Madison or near a bricks and minifigure store.
Gotcha.
So I've got a bunch of when they had the the witch, torso and legs or skirt or whatever.
Spider Lady's head from that one series.
Maybe, yeah. So I basically did a bunch of different hairstyles and whatnot and hats. So I did like 8 of them or whatever. So I mean, I've got so they'll end up having. Actually, was it 8? No, 7. So I'll end up on the battlefield. So that's somewhere. I mean, or somewhere maybe in the haunted house, which actually is still at the Bricks and Minifig store in the display case. Which hopefully I can get switched out here at some point.
Yeah, what are you going to put in there?
I don't know. Something, I guess. I mean, obviously they're not open right now. I mean, I guess you could look in through the front door and see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been ordering parts for the chocolate room recently.
Well, I ordered parts for. I wanted to make the more of the rainbow portals. So I did order some parts from Brick Vibe store on Monday. They have not arrived. I don't know if he shipped them.
Order on Bricklink? So
basically, I actually found all the parts. I found all the parts to make the rainbow fully, like dark purple, dark blue, green, yellow, and then I bought the hinge pieces in yellow too. Brick Vibe happened to have all the parts I needed, so it was actually.
Oh yeah, I'll go on the thing that I ordered. I found him on a sweet deal. He's in my figure case. I found the OG wrestling suit Spidey.
So there you go.
I finally found out a good price. So Oh, I'll just put it at that. But great condition. It said used, but I was like, better condition than I thought it was going to come in. But I was like, wait.
Kevin must be talking. Kevin's talking about like new release Lego or something. That's what he's talking about. You know,
it looks like a really exciting conversation, but can't tell. Why don't you spotlight him and we can try and read his lips?
Maybe that would get his attention.
Yeah, maybe I think that. Well, you know how things are going right now. Well. I mean, I can't believe it. So it's so funny. Well, you know, we've talked about this before, and yeah, that's what I think too. Of course. Yeah, of course. Yes, right.
What is happening? Yes.
I'd love to see his face when he looks up and realizes he's on camera. Well, there it was, but he didn't look at the camera.
Yep.
He's got some jumpy video too.
Not for me.
No.
No, I'm all viewed in slow-mo, so when you're talking, it's like, yeah, I'm going to look over here and get another part.
You stopped talking, so this is the last most of its entertainment value. Sorry.
Now he looks up as we take him up a solo.
That was his third time looking up, so he didn't notice the first two.
That looked like that was a good, nice, long look, and of course he's not, no longer up there. So,
yeah, well,
maybe somebody messaged him and said, "Hey, yeah, just so you know, Friday Night Bricks has got you on the big screen."
Yeah.
So I've got a bunch of, I don't know. And basically, they had some of the different soldier torsos. So I mean, I actually bought some of those. I mean, I always try to add to the different armies. This guy was in one of the superhero sets, I think.
That's Hydro Man.
Yeah, so I must have got him in one of the drafts. Was this guy too? Maybe was he one of the?
Yeah, Mysterio.
Yeah,
he's missing a cape, but yeah.
Capes, no big deal. So,
yeah.
I mean, luckily, before everything happened too. I mean, Michael was able to get me a couple of the.
That's what his cape is. He's got like a purple cape.
Which before everything happened, but what do you mean by that?
But purple.
So when everything happened, what do you mean by that?
Well, obviously when everything started to just get shut down and everything. So basically, I mean, before like when the Lego.
Yeah, that's right. I thought you were gonna say they.
No, he brought him to like the last Whistleslug meeting that we actually had. We actually met and stuff.
Wasn't that in March, if I'm not mistaken?
No, it was longer than that. It just was March.
February.
We had the virtual in sometime after that. If you're counting that, I don't know. I don't know if you're counting that.
I want to say it was January or February was the last
I think for us it was February. March was kind of on the cusp, and then we ended up canceling.
It might, yeah. Actually, maybe it was March. It might have been March because I know they said in the meeting that the Milwaukee didn't have the March meet. So
yeah,
we want to build some orcs. I think.
I'm building a set right now.
I don't know what set this is to. I'm guessing maybe. I don't know. Must be Troll Warship, maybe.
Reed, have you found all the Series 20 figures yet?
No. I only found that one. I only found the 2 batches. And actually, what's funny is I think I was thinking of bringing it, and I left the base plate sitting at my storage, so I don't have them. They're still.
I've got so many like around here. I've got a full set. I've got actually like one set for me, and then one set that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet.
Yeah, no, I still have to keep hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ones do you need, Reed?
Oh, I don't know. I have to go look. I mean, like I said, they're in a bunch of places right now, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
These look like these.
If you got spare Vikings and Knights, I would buy those off you.
I only have one spare Viking, and I'll check on the knights, but
Okay.
I'll look after I get done with this bag. Maybe I might open those or some of them.
These must be the dwarves for the dwarf mine. I'm guessing.
I don't know what kind of vehicle this is, but it's something. Of course, you got to have the stud shooters. I don't even know if I want to put the stud shooters on.
Well, the dwarves only came in the dwarf mine. Well, there were a couple of sets they came in, weren't they?
This thing's pretty cool.
Plus the battle
I'm not
pack.
putting the stud shooters on it, but I think it's pretty cool. Spider bug.
We'll put them in the green room for now. Bring M Lego. I should have done that earlier. We'll bring M Lego in here while Kevin's on his call, and then
That's a good idea.
we'll bring Kevin back in when he's done. So M Lego, welcome. Looks like you're working on something fun.
Yes, I am.
Here, some evil scientists here that must have been on the bam bar at one point.
Oh, these are.
I'm sure I don't have as many dwarfs as Wagner, whatever, Maximus, whatever. Wagner,
Maximus.
Whatever. I'll just do Maximus. So, how many dwarfs do you have? You have a fair amount of dwarfs, don't you? Because did you buy a bunch when those guys were out?
I do. That's a good question. Let me look at these.
Actually, I do have some orcs. I should have brought these out for this last weekend, but I didn't have. Michael didn't show up for the show. I might have to remember that next time if we have to do another one. I've got some orcs.
Yep, the pirate girl got her. Nice. I know I wanted 2 of the pirate girl, and I think
I opened up like 10 or so last weekend on the live stream out in storage. They're just all sitting on a thing out there. So I'm trying to think which one. Somebody must get short.
Oh, she's got 2 swords. Okay, that's even cool. I wonder, are those shorter than the regular swords, or I don't know. Probably not. But got the pirate girl. Pretty cool.
Nice that I have orcs. This is good. Well, I didn't think I had so many orcs, but I got some orcs.
Next guy.
So I have 7 factions of dwarves.
Ooh.
And yeah, that dwarf berserker came out a little while ago, but it was too unique to really make a army out of. And my armies for dwarves are relatively small. I have between a dozen and 20, but so I've got these guys. Oops. Did very well.
Yeah.
Are some of those the series ones?
What was that?
Are some of those the series ones?
Well, these all have the beards, and this has the crown, the Dwarven crown shield, the one that came with the original Dwarven mine.
Oh, okay.
Warhammer and axes, throwing axes. These use the Gimli helmet from Lord of the Rings, and then
cool.
I don't remember. This is the Viking shield from the CMFs that I use for them, and I've got throwing axes and maces, and then I've got the fire-haired dwarves here. That a couple double battle axes, some hand axes from the blacksmith shop, and then I don't remember which dwarf this was that has the triangular. The Lord of the Rings triangular.
I know that. I don't know which one.
And then another faction of dwarves based off of the Dwarven mindset, crossbows and.
Yeah, that'd be this guy here, the guy with the long black hair, or whatever.
Yeah, well, there's a long black one, a long brown one, and then a long red one. And then there were a couple of beards that came out with other things. And then this is the CMF from the Series 6, was it, or Series 7?
Yeah.
Shield, and then it's
I think
Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit dwarves. I got a couple of berserkers, but like I said, they're so unique, I really couldn't army build with them. I've got a few of Dane from the last Hobbit set. I was planning to get a whole bunch of him, and he never, that helmet piece never dropped enough on Bricklink that I could buy him in bulk. And then this is the silver helmets from the original Dwarves mindset. So those are my Dwarven armies. And like I said, for each of them, I've got between a dozen and 20 or so because getting over that is just, I'm never going to have a build that needs to use that many, and it's just too expensive to get past that point. And that's kind of the minimum I see is representing one of the armies. So occasionally there's a new beard piece or hair piece that comes out that's useful. What I'm trying to work on is my gnome armies.
Yeah.
And those are taking a little more time. So, and then I've got my elven army outnumbers at like 3 or 4 to 1.
Cool.
Got the C person.
Yeah, it looks like I've got a few orcs, which is good. I don't know what this is from. You know, this. I mean, plus, I probably need to dig out. I have the old. What's that? Was it the? Gosh, it was the Troll Mountain Fortress.
Yep.
I got that. I was able to get that at 1.2. So.
You're supposed to do this.
That at some point. What's that for? Oh, interesting.
Oh wait. Okay, that's different, but cool.
Must have.
Hey, Reed, you still got me on Spotlight.
Yeah, I know.
I'm much less interesting when I'm not showing off my dwarves.
I'm trying to figure out what this piece is for.
Well, she's actually pretty cool. I think I got a couple of her. I think I got a couple of this person.
Yeah.
I think,
what?
Oh, it's a sea turtle? Nice.
yeah.
Who dropped? I lost somebody.
Reed, let me see that again.
Yeah, what was that you were showing?
Oh, I think they did use that with the orcs as a shoulder piece, and I think that's one of the only times they use that.
Who did we lose? Somebody dropped. Who dropped?
Then Lego, I think, dropped.
Oh, I'm Lego did drop. Yeah.
We got Kevin back. Who wants to still be on mute?
Mr. Hinkle, are you back? No, I guess not. He thinks he's back, but he's not. Nick's here from the Brickhead family in chat. Welcome, Nick. Welcome.
How's it going? Oh, your Chromebook died. Okay. Lego's Chromebook died.
Dang, Chromebook.
Is this the last video I need to open? Can't be right.
Actually, that's pretty neat. I like that helmet piece. That's nicer than those. The nice silver one. The nice silver head piece is much nicer than the purple ones that my purple horde have.
Oh, do that.
Okay. Slides off the front all the time. That drives me bananas.
I'd gladly add you to the set, person. Oh, you even have 2 medals. That's even better.
Figure out what all these freaking horns are for. Anything for the horns to go into.
It's shiny.
Well, now I know I've got orcs I can help with the. Kevin's on a call, so Kevin or Mr. Hinkle is oblivious to everything else going on.
I got the spear thrower.
I don't know what all these. I got a bunch of little gray horns pieces. I don't know what they're for.
All right, I'm done. Were you guys talking about me?
Of course.
You were pretty much the main subject of our discussion while you were on the phone.
I'm sure.
We had you spotlighted for a little bit there. We were talking for you. Good.
I feel like at one point I did look up and I'm like, am I on the screen? I'm gonna keep talking on my phone call, but all right, let's keep on the screen.
That's
trying to come up with good lip reading for you, but it didn't work very well.
Well, I'm sure it was. I'm sure you did your best.
I'm sorry, you just don't have very exciting conversations.
No, I mean they're usually exciting for somebody. They're not necessarily exciting for me.
Oh, so everyone else is excited to talk to you. You're just bored talking to them. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, hey.
Well, he was still talking, so even if he was bored, he was still being, nice and pretending to be interested.
All right, I think this is gonna complete the set. I think this is all.
So,
What?
I just opened up Facebook Messenger and I got a message like, Reed and the others are making fun of you. The jig is up.
well, we were being pretty obvious about it. We thought you'd pick up on it, but
I had all the faith that all my friends were being nice behind my back.
This is Friday night. We're come on. Maybe other nights, but not Friday.
Come on. Come
Right.
on.
Got a full set.
character.
Well, we took you out for a little bit there, and then people dropped, so we put you back in.
Double.
Oh, people joined and then dropped already?
Yeah, you've missed about 4 or 5 people while you were gone.
I mean, it wasn't that long, was it? How long was that? 30 minutes?
About 2.5 hours.
4.5 hours. It's actually, that was last Friday. It's been a week.
Where have you been?
I know.
What day is it?
Where have I been?
Building with Steve says he tried to warn you, but you didn't.
What you did was, I was on the phone. My phone was being used. I use my speakerphone a lot. I like to just put the phone down and use speakerphone.
Yeah, some of my family members like doing that too, and it's really annoying.
Is it annoying to you as the person on the other end, or what?
Yes, because it's often hard to understand what they're saying.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Oh well.
I like it when my friends are talking to me and they throw out like F-bombs, and then my son will come in and they'll be like, Daddy, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, it's all right. You're not going to say anything he hasn't heard his mother say anyway.
Really?
Oh, she curses like a sailor. She knows. She knows she does.
That's still appropriate expression. Do you think sailors still curse a lot?
Probably.
Oh, I got a Viking.
Nice.
I can tell you that is true. I was a sailor.
And did you curse a lot?
When you asked me that question, all I could think of was a bunch of expletives.
Oh, see?
So yeah, but then I have to filter it because we've actually my wife and I have done a pretty good job of not swearing in front of our children.
Yeah.
All 3 of them are teenagers now, so it's kind of like, fuck it.
What?
Hey, Brick Freak, you have a sig fig, right? That's the hair on your sig fig.
I need that hairpiece.
Totally his hair.
That's the Han Solo. That's the Solo Han Solo hairpiece,
Yeah.
right?
It is definitely Han Solo hair.
They need it in blonde, like
I don't know what set this color came from or what
Ron
hair.
Weasley. I think that's Ron Weasley's hair.
Oh, maybe. But this is your sig.
Weasley of some sort.
This
That is my hair. Yes.
That's your sig fig hair.
Yes. Right now he is. Here, I'll get him. Hold on. Let me just put this person in the bag.
And it took me a long time, Reed, but I think this one's probably the best one for you.
Wow. Yeah. I like that. It's
Really.
I need to figure out, how to wear that properly. But yeah.
You got to work on your style.
Yeah, I'm kind of losing a lot, so it might have to be a wig. I have to go to the wig setup, I guess. The wig store.
Actually, before I was actually really in my dark ages, I actually had a nickname of Lego hair.
Lego
People would
hair.
call me Lego hair because I don't know why. I'm like, why does my hair look like a plastic head of hair?
Did it look like this?
It pretty much, but black.
I feel like this, when people say Lego hair, they're thinking this hair. I feel like.
Yes, that is what they're talking about. And
That's the one.
Where'd you get it from?
I don't know why my hair looked like that to other people because I'm like, I don't style my hair like that, but whatever.
It was neither here nor there.
All right.
Oh,
It's been a lot of fun, guys.
look, just because you have
What?
That's all it takes.
Hair, anyway. It's very strange.
That's all it takes.
It's really too cool.
Down to
He
accessories.
has the world's highest collection or largest collection of ice bears. Brick Freak is working on the largest collection of Frozones.
Oh,
Is there
I'll grab something.
a piece or minifigure that you individually feel you may have the largest collection of in the world?
Me?
Anyone. It's not always about you, Big K.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I think I have a ridiculous amount of tires, and I know you all think you have a lot of tires, but I have a lot of tires.
I'm tired of this discussion.
you have been a
It's only a portion of my army.
tires.
I just got a text message from Hoosier.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, since you are full, I might start a stream. I was like, okay. Hey, until
Dueling-
Zoom figures out my problem, yeah.
Is this like dueling banjos? So yeah, I have that big the big Sterilite bin that I showed you guys with the minifig head.
I'll grab something. I'll be right back.
I have two of those stuffed to the brim with tires.
Do you have more tires than Lego?
Tired.
No, not more than Lego.
So you know those old sports sets they had that had the skateboard ramps?
Yeah.
I have over 100 of the white skateboard ramps, and I essentially bought Bricklink and eBay and everyone out of them when I was doing a large space build. And so I think I probably have the largest collection of that part of anyone in the world.
Nice.
It's nonsense.
Actually, maybe this should be my sig fig right here.
All right, hold on. Here.
Hi.
Oh, there's
Hi.
your big.
Now say bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi.
I think that's a perfect sig fig for me right there.
How old is your son, Big K?
6.
Oh, so is mine.
6 until August 31st.
6 until July 14th, right?
How's that homeschooling going over there?
Real well.
I bet.
Real low.
Real low? What are you talking about?
I do not like it.
They had a Zoom meeting this morning with their class.
Oh, yep. They've been doing that in his class, too.
It's not Zoom.
Or, sorry, Google Meets.
Oh. Steve says Hinkle has the largest collection of San Diego Comic-Con Captain Americas. Probably.
I found something.
I hope you got all your Frozones.
Oh, no. I just went and found my hairpiece.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Ah.
There. Where's me?
Perfect.
And Lego says, Kevin, as I always say, Kevin, if you need to free up some room in your Lego collection, I can always take some off your hands for free.
I really appreciate that offer.
That's Prince Charming right there.
You're welcome to take some not for free if you want to. If you want to throw
Kevin.
some prizes. What is that torso you got?
Oh, it's a Whistler torso.
Oh, you guys giving away?
And what kind of
No,
sword
that
do
was a
you
long time ago.
wield when you're walking around?
What?
I need a Whistler torso. Yeah.
I got it for like $3 for a long time ago.
And so you, a Brick Freak, you regularly wield a sword in everyday life?
No, it's just because a long time. Kevin, remember you said I look like Prince Charming?
Yes.
That is because of the sword.
Absolutely. I stand by that statement.
Is that like the animated Sleeping Beauty? Or no, Prince Charming is.
Shrek,
Well, but what's the Disney movie he's from?
Cinderella, but
Snow White?
I think in multiple Disney movies.
yeah,
Well, no, but they have names in the other Disney movies. I think is he Prince Charming and Snow White? I don't know.
I think no, that's Ariel. That's Prince.
I think Snow White, he was Prince Charming, but then in like Sleeping Beauty, I don't think he had a name.
It was Prince Philip in Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, it was Prince Philip, okay. And then after that, they all had their own names.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to change my profile to this.
Yeah.
Well, and Cinderella, I don't know if we ever heard his name, the prince in that.
That's right. There's my big and then,
No one else has the corner on any other pieces or many things at all? Larry, what's the piece you have the most of?
I have a ridiculous amount of Emmets.
Of Emmets?
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of Spider-Mans and a bunch of Frozones.
It's all relative.
What else do I have a bunch of?
Oh, look at this. I got some nice cowboy hats here.
Yeehaw.
Aren't you the Western guy?
Oh, yeah.
You?
I wish they would, instead of that camper with the creator sets, I wish they did a Western set to do all three of the original Lego themes: Pirate, Space, and Western. That would be cool.
You're missing City then, because Pirate was the 4th series.
Oh, okay. But I was like, well.
Oh, there's something on this hat. Dang it.
Am I ever going to need
that's not good.
I'm ever going to need pink pants with a belt. Probably not. This torso's pretty cool.
I'm wondering what this is from. Is this just extra parts or where this all came from?
Let's see, Lego 17. But Kevin, are you really going to use all those stickers? Probably not. You're welcome to buy some from me.
Yeah, and Kittenville, I've got another one that's 4 that's 2 years younger than this one. So yours seems to be right between mine.
I got 2 of the guitar figure, and I'm debating on whether I trade them or.
That's a guitar figure, not a guitar figure.
Oh, guitar, yeah. This has got this. Guitar, yeah. He's like an 80s guy. It says he was an 80s guy on Bricklink or somewhere.
It's like you're reading it out of like a history book. It said from the 80s.
Yeah, I actually looked up all the figures because this is like a space warrior, but everybody called him the Power Ranger.
You're like, what is this 80s you speak of?
Yeah, he's based on.
Hey, I was a teenager back then. In the 80s.
Typical musician of the 8th decade of the 19th century.
this whimsical music, or this whimsical piece of music
Called the guitar.
Looks like I found all my Army Men extras.
Toy Story guys or other Army?
Yeah, I found all the walkie-talkies in the backpacks. And they must be equipped with Brickforge bazookas or something right now because they're missing their stuff. Well, I know 2 of them are equipped with a couple pastel bazookas on the layout right now.
3 pirate bills.
See, that's a minifigure I'm surprised I haven't seen in more mocks.
What?
The army guys from Toy Story 2, or Toy Story, I mean.
Especially since they were super cheap at the Denver Kids Fest, at like $5 a box. I mean, except they never made it to the floor, which was quite humorous.
I was just about to say, how can you say that nobody has them because somebody bought them all? It's like,
I wonder who that was.
And I know that global demand was largely based off of the Denver area, Reed, but I don't know that necessarily is accurate here.
Actually, what's quite humorous is I was when we were at Denver Brick Fest, somebody came up to buy some at the employee time, and I was like, "Where did you find those?" And he's like, "Oh, they're on a pallet in the back." I says, "That's really good to know that they're on a pallet in the back. They never made it to the sales floor for the whole show because I probably would have bought some already." It was kind of funny, humorous thing. And I'm like, guess we probably should have thought to put that out on the floor during the actual show.
Oh, they sold, didn't they? I mean that.
No, they probably still had some for the next Kids Fest because I think it was it might have been a whole pallet or something. I think the one guy bought a couple boxes or a couple sets, and I was like, "Well, go get me a couple," and he brought a couple cases. I said, "No, I'll I'll take the cases. In the end, I think I'm down to one left. Maybe I had 2 cases worth, and now I think I'm down to just a couple right now. So I wish I had one of my bins here.
You had 2. Wait, you said you had 2 cases of the Army men?
2 cases, yes.
And you're upset because you didn't buy more?
No.
Okay.
The ice bears are the only ones I'm upset that I didn't buy more.
Okay, I was a little confused there. It sounds like you got a lot of them.
Yeah, that really wasn't much foresight, Reed, not buying more of the ice bears. I'm kind of disappointed in you.
I know.
You only got, what, 400 or 500 of them?
800 or so. Nothing
Yeah,
major.
I mean, you really should have cleared 1,000 easily. I
Oh, I
expect
didn't even know that the Viking had a back print.
it does. Back keep.
Yeah, back cape. That's
Yeah. Which isn't the best thing because it lessens the utility of the figure, but it's still a phenomenal figure. So
yeah,
Where is all this stuff from?
he's pretty cool. I don't mind this fig. I know why I bought. I went to Walmart. This was yesterday. And I was like, I'm just gonna go see if they got the figs or whatever. Walk in, they got looks to be about maybe 20. I don't know, but I just grabbed every single one that they had except for one. Every single one. And I felt one pack, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to sit here for 2 hours and feel these because they're gonna think I'm not doing something essential.
it takes 2 hours to field 20 minifigure packs. You're doing.
Well, I wanted a couple of each figure.
I love every second of it.
So then I was walking out of the Lego aisle.
I don't want them to think I'm doing something.
You're walking out of the Oreo aisle.
No, I was walking out of the Lego aisle, and I was like, oh God, I don't have a basket to put all these things in. And there's a guy who was walking past. And he's like, hey, I was like, hey, do you guys got any like the baskets or whatever? And he's like, yeah, all the way at the front of the store. And I'm like, okay, forget that. I'm not getting a basket. So
You don't just randomly have to distribute it across the store.
I had this box, all these packs on top of it, and I was walking to the checkout with all these bags.
So it sounds like you shoplifted them, but you changed at the last second. I mean, walked to the register.
Yes, I did. I paid for all of them. I have the receipt. Like, yeah. Well, I do. I have the receipt.
I think the best part about this whole
I have the
story
receipt.
how wonderfully self-aware you're. Like, I don't want them to think I'm doing something non-essential. So,
You're buying Lego. That's non-essential, if anything, right there.
that's why it makes it so funny.
Yeah, I was buying Lego.
It's so good.
And people were looking at me like, that guy's going somewhere.
That guy's going places.
I think I got like, I counted at the checkout. I got 51
That's what I would have thought.
packs. Yeah. Yep. 51 packs. Plus the Spider-Man set.
Lego Freak. Or so.
Lego Freak, why didn't you just take the box?
They didn't have the box. They must have dumped the box with the with like the I guess cage that they had in, but they had no box. If they had a box, I would have grabbed it.
Cage.
What kind of Walmart do you go to that has stuff in cages?
I don't know what you call it, but it's like the thing where it's like in separate.
In the prison cell?
Wait. Is your Walmart one of those Walmarts that's like sectioning off like non-essential aisles, or what are you talking about?
No, it's super hard to explain. I don't know what they're called, but it's like the things where they put
But I
guardrails
can
on the
just squeeze through the bars to get in.
I don't know what I'm.
The silly shop
No, I'm
device,
kidding.
they put the
Where
poly
they
back.
typically have it where it dispenses at the bottom. Maybe
Yeah, I do have those. They do have those. Yeah.
I was about to say this story just took an excellent turn if you went into a non-essential aisle and started being like, I don't want anyone to think I'm not doing something.
I just want to take a couple of your bags of Lego and walk to the checkout and buy them.
I've definitely seen some stuff on the news about certain big box stores like sectioning off things that are not really important aisles and stuff.
But Lego's important.
Well,
for me, that is.
It's all relative.
Kids got to have their entertainment, and what else is getting entertained with a box of Lego?
Entertainment does not fall under the essential classification, Brick Freak. I'm sorry.
Oh, dang
Steve says, Brick Freak, don't let them tease you. I went into Walmart and grabbed 30 of the Series 20, and I gave him just as much grief as I gave you.
I bought, well, I basically bought 2 sets plus whatever extras that they had.
Sure, you say that from the comfort of a chat box, not from inside the actual stream.
Oh,
I've got so many more.
If I would have found any of them, I would have bought them myself too. So I would be guilty of the exact same thing. I just haven't come across them yet.
Yeah. Well, I've got a full set.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't know what I'm gonna either put it on my eBay store or do something else with, because I don't do Bricklink. I only buy on Bricklink.
That's a shame. Bricklink's a good place to sell.
I know, but I don't know what I would sell on there. Just collectible.
Probably Lego.
Well, yeah. I keep all my Lego stuff.
Oh, wait. What did you just say you're selling on eBay?
Yeah, I do sell on eBay. Yeah, not Lego, but
What are you selling?
not like I don't sell Lego, but I just sell other things that I don't need.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were selling Lego on eBay, and that's why I was saying why not Bricklink.
I was excited. Yeah. I loved where the conversation was going. I was ready.
Yeah, but I might sell my set for like maybe $90 or something.
What set is that?
The Series 20
on Bricklink or eBay?
eBay. Because people buy them like. I'll have to do research.
I've heard you can get more money on eBay for some of that stuff. I just find Bricklink easier to sell.
eBay takes a big chunk though. You got to give them 10%.
Yeah.
And eBay is also wonderful about doing the thing where they say, okay, here's your money. Now, in a month from now, we're going to remind you that you owe us 10% of that.
Yeah, I remember I had to pay a seller's fee like not that long ago. That's why I charge a little bit more for shipping, because they're paying for the box. They're paying a little bit for my seller fee. And they're just
I don't mind at all about them taking a cut. I just wish it was like Etsy. Etsy takes their cut right away. It's done.
You just wish they were an accountant for you too?
No. It's just like they know darn well what they're doing when they say, we'll come back later. Because then it's like you spend the money and you're like, oh no. It's like, Etsy takes it right off the bat. Like you sell a product and they take their cut from that sale. And it's like, we're good. Here's the money. Take the money now.
Take the money and run.
Take the money.
So, Mr. Hanky, do you ever build Western?
What?
You ever build Western builds?
The last time I built Western builds was in college.
No. You don't really do it anymore?
No, I don't really build anything right now. Except minifig hairs.
Minifig hairs?
He needs to have a stationary place
all
to do
the hairs, Brick Freak. All the hairs.
Oh, wow. Oh, you got Syndrome hair back there. That's awesome. I've actually been playing the Lego Incredibles game. And
do you have the Mad Scientist hair, Kevin?
Yeah.
The one?
Yep.
How about the pink mohawk? You got the pink mohawk?
I've got that. It's in my hair bin.
I got it right now, right in my hand.
What a coincidence.
Boy, you win, Big K.
I win the contest.
Win the contest of who can grab the hairpiece first.
There are definitely a few of these hair molds that I have exactly one of, which is kind of interesting. Like I have exactly one Bellatrix Lestrange hair.
I've got that. I've got her. She's in my case.
And what else do I got? Like there's a few that I have one of, and that is it, which I always find very interesting.
Well, maybe you just bought one of the figure.
I don't. Well, it's a little rare for me to have one of something. It's kind of rare.
Yeah.
So it leads me to believe
Bellatrix
that
only came out in one set, so
it's
that
rare for you to have one of something. Do you buy duplicates of every set that you buy?
it just happened. I don't have an explanation.
I think that would be cool because then
it just occurs.
Look how much cash you would make.
It just occurs. I don't know. All right, there we go. This is the mustaches. Here's all the mustaches and beards, facial hair.
Oh, nice. Oh, Gandalf, you got.
What are you missing? You're missing a lot of the Hobbit hairs.
No, they're back there. They're in the back. There was only 4. There was only 4 different molds.
There was the 4 different hair and mustache pieces. Or
Why do I keep hearing the Mario money grab thing?
Because you're earning a coin.
Oh, is that like is that something that's going on there? I don't know.
No, but they had that for the Hobbit beards there was only 4 different molds, but one of them I think, or 1 or 2 of them were recolored.
Okay, you're not talking about the hair and beard pieces, correct?
No, this is just facial hair.
Well, but you've got what's Saruman's? That's a hair.
That's because it's all one mold.
I think that's White Gandalf. Saruman was different. Yeah,
because you're missing. There's one hair piece that has the black with the gray modeling on it from one of the Hobbit dwarves.
Oh, right. I think I know what you're talking about. It's just so my goal with this is to just have one of each mold.
Oh, Hagrid.
That's a mold you don't have there.
Okay. Which one is it?
Hagrid?
I believe. I don't think it's that black one. It is this one right here.
Let's see. It just happens indeed. You know.
Are you going to switch it to a non-spotlight or spotlight me?
Oh, hey, there's Joey. Joey's here. All right, wait. Let me see.
What is his name? I don't remember. His name, but
focus.
It's blurry. I can't see it.
Yeah, let me see if I can watch out. Go.
Oh wait, yeah. That definitely looks different.
Come on. Yeah, it must be too close. I can't get it to focus.
Oh, that was that crazy guy, right?
Yep. And then there's also this one.
I definitely do. You're right. I do not have that one.
This one right here.
There's only like one set of them.
Oh, is that new?
No, that's one of the doors too, and then there's this one as well.
I didn't have those. I went through my whole bin, and I actually poured out the bin
and
through it.
This one.
I didn't find that.
Come on.
What are all these mystery facial hairs coming from?
I picked up quite a few of the doors because the Lord of the Ring and Hobbit hair.
Hauling and Balling is lurking. Doc is here. Welcome, Doc.
Hi,
Welcome
Doc.
home.
Oh, but you know what? I mean, I guess that's fair enough because I didn't really actively collect the Hobbit stuff.
And see, I went out of my way to buy parts because the torsos, helmets, and facial beards were phenomenal from that series.
Well, I will have to take a look at Bricklink. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Mm-hmm. They're getting pricey too, most of them. So, and then there's also one. If you look at the Hobbit minifigures, you'll find all the ones that I can think of. So
yeah, that's very helpful.
Good. Glad I can be of help.
I just want to make sure I've got one of each. I don't need all the recolors and all the different prints. I just need one of each. That's it.
Yeah, they just made a lot of unique ones for Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. So, take me off Spotlight if you want. And then actually, Jacob wanted to show his build that he made, and then we could probably get going if you've got people waiting. So.
This is my build.
Hauling and Balling has got their eyes on us.
Go ahead, buddy.
So these are all gamings. This is battling, and this one's battling, and this one's gaming.
So he's really focused on these light up bricks where you push the button and it lights up. He's been calling them golden bricks, thinking they're what were being used in Lego Masters. So he and his sister have really been focusing on them. So
yeah, cool. He also super into the show.
Yes, he was. He was very excited to see Mark and Boone, Sam and Jessica on Saturday. So, which was pretty awesome. They were doing a great job in those rooms. So.
Yeah, my son was also a huge Lego Masters fan.
Yeah. So,
good job. Right. Good work.
Well, we're gonna head out, Reed. So, hey, good seeing everyone.
Good night, Kevin.
Yeah.
It was delightful.
It was for us as well. At least I thought it was. Jacob might not, but. All right, you guys have a good night. See you next week.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right, who's coming in? Lego 17.
He's back. He stuck around long enough to make it back.
Dropped a piece.
Do you want me to do almost? I cannot see you anymore.
Yeah, I got something. Got something on one of my Western hats somehow.
Do you want me to do it?
No, it's all right. I need to use it.
Sure, we'll do. Put that in here.
Wait.
Well, I guess they just sucked all the life out of this room, didn't they?
Who? Maybe. Just trying to figure where I dropped something. It disappeared. It vanished.
Did it now?
Yeah. Oh. Maybe. So I don't know what Lego. What are you working on? Looks interesting. Whatever it is. You're muted, Lego.
So there's going to be like a beach here, and then it goes into like a jungly area back here. And I've started work on this like destroyed and weathered plane that kind of like crashed in there. They're just hanging from like vines and trees.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. What did you say that was crashed?
Hmm?
He said a plane was crashed.
Well, a plane. Okay. What kind of plane? Did you big screen that?
It's not very specific. It's just I started to build like the outline of a wing, and then I just filled it in with random greebling.
Random greebling is the best, though.
That's really cool.
Love it.
Yeah, and then this wing is
It looks
missing.
like an airliner.
Huh?
Is that more like a passenger airliner kind of plane?
I was thinking more of like a small cargo plane.
Ooh, cool.
And then like most of this wing is missing because like it before it stopped, it broke off.
Totally get that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Nice. There's a better way to organize some of my stuff.
Oh, there's no piece.
Well, so I basically just found a bunch of guys, I don't know, miscellaneous figures. Just
Oh, yeah? Cool.
yeah, just some guys. I don't know where they came from. They were just kind of chilling in one of the bags. Guess I can put the my jetpack guys. Jetpack.
I assume you were keeping the castle together until you hear affirmative answer on Chicago.
Well, yeah. I mean, I actually, Jesse just sent me a bunch of pictures of his castle as he was building it and stuff, just for some ideas for maybe so I can maybe make some renovations to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like it. I'm making subtle changes, but I'd like to maybe make some bigger changes to it. Maybe take it and raise it up a little bit. I mean, obviously, I can still probably do that regardless of Chicago, but I don't want to make any major changes if I still need to display it or whatnot. Or better yet, I guess with the fact that we did the virtual con, are they thinking of maybe doing any kind of a maybe virtual type thing, around the time of Brickworld? So I guess that's why I'm not really doing any major changes right now.
Because was it my imagination, or did you say you were taking it apart in favor of a new design or something?
I was thinking of trying maybe some stuff, maybe doing some, maybe making some changes to it. I actually, after setting up for this show, I really do like the fact that it's really cool. I guess it just depends on how the collabs move in the future. Obviously been trying to talk to the Campbell brothers and whatnot, and Jesse and all them. So I guess it just depends on what direction Whistler and we all move for like the castle collabs. I guess will depend on what I want to do for the castle. So if it gets impertinent to where I need to have maybe a smaller castle to make it fair for like in a collaboration type setup, that I make it smaller. I'll make it smaller. So
okay.
It's kind of those things where it's pretty good size. It takes up a lot of space, and that's kind of the kicker. Is I don't want to. In terms of a collab, the goal is a collab is you're sharing the space. Well, come on! I found one of the ice bears with one of his nice cloths down below, down in his nether region there.
Oh, the old ice bear nether regions, huh?
Yeah.
What?
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 Hey, what?
Where did that go?
Just kind of putting back my jetpacks together. One of the guys that I gave them custom jetpacks years ago for the Purple Horde for their collaboration type thing with the Ice Bears. So I'm just gonna rebuild these guys. They haven't really been used too much. I had one of them set up this last weekend. Both hands on the controls. They generally don't get any good ways to carry weapons with them, unfortunately. Might need a redesign. What's kind of wild is I really thought these purple helmets were going to be cool, and in the end they're not as cool as I'd hoped, because they're not. They actually just hook onto just a helmet. They're just a front shield. I thought these things were going to be a little bit cooler, and it's just a front facial piece that goes on a helmet. So you got to have the holes in the helmet to use them.
Oh, do we not get the as participants of your meeting? We don't get to see the little viewer eye. Is that only on your side? Like how many people are viewing in the upper left corner?
I see 5 right now. It says 5.
Okay, it doesn't show me at all. I thought everybody in the meeting got to see that. I guess only the owner gets to see it.
Oh yeah, I don't know if it gives me the option to share that or not. No, I guess not. Just yeah. So yeah, so I'd like to make it. I'd like to actually give it more of a backdrop. I'm not really sound in terms of like rock and stuff like that. So that's kind of one of those things like the rock walls and stuff. That's where I need to kind of work on a little bit. So that's kind of what I ordered a lot in Lugboat this year, was because obviously in the past was in Denver, I basically just ordered based on like just unique parts, and then after listening to the Wishlug people in terms of the parts that they had and stuff, it was kind of like, oh, okay, I guess I've probably been doing this wrong all along. Instead of just getting all unique parts, maybe it's the goal to buy more for, building, I mean, because basically I think they really put a lot of elements in there that, you can really use for whatnot. So,
You were saying you've been doing lug bulk wrong this whole time? Is that what you're saying?
maybe. And I have lots of cool elements, but I mean, I really haven't used many of them except for like the ones I bought for like the castle. But that was kind of like, that was kind of more of like a purpose type driven. And that's kind of like the parts I picked this year I redid my order. And when I redid it, I kind of added parts that I could use for like a reconfiguration of Hope Castle and whatnot. So.
Obviously I've only participated in lug bulk once ever, but my understanding over the years as someone who was part of the program from an operational level was that it should in theory be a really good program to bulk up on stuff that you not necessarily unique things, but things, I mean, they could be unique, but things that you could really do well in quantity. So like, like maybe, it's a rare element, but it's something that you could use 25,000 of them. So it's like more emphasis more on the bulk than on the rarity of the element. I mean, that's just again, as someone who did it one time.
Well, I mean, basically, it was one of those things where too. I mean, I ordered a bunch of parts. I mean, and like even in the early years, I mean, some of the ones that I ordered, I knew I'd probably use in a way like I did the brown cast the one year without the faces, and they've swarmed a few of the layouts with the castle and stuff. So I mean, they've been used. And let's see, I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, the one year, like when I did it with Timothy Pendarvis, who was one of the early members of Denlug, who I don't know how active he is these days in terms of any lug. We did like the crossbows and the quivers and stuff, and I used a lot of those in the Ice Bear Army. So some stuff I did, I made sense of the headlight bricks and whatnot, but I mean. Like this last year, I did the fish. Like I did like the blue fish like last year, and the lobsters and stuff like kind of stuff that I could use in the castle for food for the army and stuff like that. Some stuff, but I mean everybody else has like limbs and stuff. So I ordered limbs. I mean I don't build a lot of trees, some, but it's one of those things where I think that was the goal is I would buy to eventually maybe build more trees and whatnot. This year. I bought a bunch of they put the leaves on, the small leaves.
Yeah.
Like a maple leaf type kind of thing. And those I bought a bunch of because I figured I found a cool tree design I want to do. The ones that are kind of like, they're skinny and tall. Probably good for like a windbreak type kind of thing. You see them in certain areas. And so I bought them to make those. And then they had plates and stuff. And I mean, I was thinking of suggesting like for putting a plate, for one of my picks or something. They said, well, we had that plate last year. And so it's one of those things where even just listening to what they've kind of had in the past too made a lot more sense this year. Somebody in the comments said, haha, lug bulk, wonder if it's even going to happen this year. I'm guessing it's still happening. It's just will be delayed. I mean, just like anything else. I mean, it's still programmed. I mean, I don't think anybody's been invoiced for it yet, but I mean, I've already paid. I mean, with Slug, we do the payments up front. So as soon as we, order, I mean, then we pay. So,
Jude sent me a picture of Brick Freak on the poster of Children of the Corn.
What? I want to see this. This sounds fun.
Do you know what Children of the Corn is?
Sort of.
It's a farming documentary, right? A farming documentary.
I thought it was a horror movie.
Yeah. It was a documentary by Stephen King.
I thought it was a horror movie.
That's basically what I was trying to say.
Oh.
Stephen King is a horror movie person, right?
Let's see if I can. I can't actually zoom it. That's kind of annoying. I can zoom it, but then my phone wants to take it back to the other size. If I can keep it up long enough, kind of. Because then it scales back down when I look.
Okay, I see it.
Awesome.
Oh wait, this is Children of the Corn. What is that? Why is it spelled weird?
Corn.
Corn.
I thought it was just spelled C-O-R-N. Is it not just C-O-R-N?
I think it is C-O-R-N.
Because see, this is Q-U-A-R-N.
Huh.
It says Stephen King's on it. Is this like the cover? Was the book title spelled differently? Maybe.
No, not at all.
I don't get it.
Maybe that's some kind of a parody or something. Maybe that way they don't get in trouble.
Artistic liberty.
It's still funny.
That is funny. I like that. That is. That's pretty funny.
Taking that helmet off because I can't alter my jetpack with that freaking helmet on. Bananas. Okay.
This thing is pretty cool. And we'll put the mask on.
Let's see here. I know Lugbug is delayed by me with all the delays. I could see Lego just saying, screw it, it's not happening this year. Sorry. Especially if nobody has actually paid Lego yet. Oh, it's a quarantine joke, Kevin.
It's a quarantine.
Oh, Children of the Corn. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it's supposed to be? Okay, that went over my head.
I think it went over all our heads, but that's okay.
It went over it was a failure to launch on that one.
So, but I mean, Lugbug Pose programs. I think a lot of people are the reason I think really don't want to cancel is a lot of the AFOLs, even if all the conventions are canceled, if Lugbug still kind of comes, it just means next year could be more epic in terms of what you might see because they'll still be building and whatnot and using the pieces. So,
well, I've seen a lot of the. I didn't say it was a good joke, and Dude says it's a meme. I have seen a lot of Bricklink sellers floating around the internet who apparently are banking and like business is booming for them. Bricks on the Dollar said he's about to celebrate his best month ever on Bricklink ever.
Wow.
I ordered from Brick Vibe on Monday. I haven't received my order yet. I mean, I've actually ordered twice from him in the last couple weeks. So, I mean,
I ordered new tube parts for my chocolate room, and then I ordered that Spider-Man, and then now I'm ordering. I just placed an order today of this guy. Well, this guy had a cool idea for the Oompa Loompa hair from the 05 Wonka, so I'm using his idea for that hairpiece.
I love how wonderfully silly that sentence sounds. I ordered some more for my chocolate room.
Yeah.
Like, what? What? You did what?
Yeah, I have a room that's full of chocolate. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that I store Lego in it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, see, look how weird this is because like these hairs in the front, that's Kai from the Lego Ninjago movie.
Yeah.
And then you got the one next to it, which is Kai from the regular wave. But then there's a different mold where it's literally flipped, like it's flipped the other direction.
It's like a mirror image of it.
Yeah, and it's also a different material. Like one of them is like more rubbery, and the other one is more hard ABS plastic. But like they flipped it. And like, why did you flip it? That's weird. I don't know.
I can use those for my work home sig fig.
Yeah, you're all right. Messy hair. Yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
This is my quarantine not shaving.
Yeah. Yep. I kind of was thinking myself. I'm like, why do I keep shaving?
Seriously, my wife hates it. I'm like, I don't care, baby. I'm in quarantine. I'm a hermit now.
This is my life.
Hashtag quarantine time.
I can't get a haircut. I'm not going to shave.
This is who I am now. This is who I am now.
Yeah. They're going to have to like grab me kicking and screaming to go back to the office when this is over.
Well, I think it's funny because think about how many people were told your job can absolutely not be done remotely or from home. And then now, amazingly, it can be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how there's all this protocol and security about taking your computer home, and they were like, hey, grab your computer and get home. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the big things for me was, and I actually did pursue it. I'm like, is there any way I can do this Lego job from Texas? Because I'd rather not leave my family and all that. And they're like, nope, absolutely has to be done. And like all the people at Lego, everyone in that entire corporate office are working from home. It's like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, looks like I've finished all the jetpack reconstructions.
Brick Vibe says, sorry, Reed. He's behind on your order.
That's okay. I was just gonna build rainbow portals tonight on the stream. No big deal. No big deal.
Can you confirm or deny that business is good, Brick Vibe? Possibly better than it ever has been for you? Like I said, a lot of the other Bricklink sellers I follow on social media have been saying that they're having their best month or two they've ever had.
So there we go. Jetpacks are rebuilt. Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh, cool.
That was something I designed on Digital Designer a while back.
That's not. Is that still up or no?
What?
The Digital Designer.
I think you can still download it. You can hunt for it. I mean, I'm going to have to for my computers to keep reformatting them and stuff. So I have it on a few pen drives too. So, but yeah, I mean, this was fun because I had to order different parts, and of course, like the silver parts were only in a few different sets. I mean, it's kind of things that was tough. That yellow vest piece is kind of rare, but it's kind of cool. Built those guys years ago for the kind of fly around and wreak havoc, I think they were there for the year that Kevin was leading the Dragon Charge on the Hope Castle, 2000 Brickworld 2016.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, Kevin Hinkle, he goes from Dragon Slayer to Friends of the Dragons. You were slaying dragons on the top of Hope Castle at Park Meadows for the Americana tour.
That sounds like you stole the plot line from How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, I got something funny to show you guys. Oh, I've been
maybe they stole the line from me.
Maybe.
I've got a really cool custom figure that I'm pretty proud of. You guys want to see it?
I'm ready.
Okay, I made a country version of Frozone.
I'm glad you brought it back.
I think
you brought it back.
I think it's pretty funny.
Rick Rice says business is good. Orders are up.
Because he's got his cowboy boots and he's got a red hat. I basically based him off a little bit of Luke Bryan, if you guys know who that is.
I do not.
He's a country singer.
Gotcha.
I just thought that was funny.
Brick Vibe says, next time tell me, Reed, and I will make sure it gets done faster.
That's okay. I mean, I'll put a note in there saying, hey, by the way, this is for Friday Night Brick. Hey, I'm still waiting on someone to do. Someone in Milwaukee said they could do some hats. I'm waiting to see if I can get a hat done for Friday Night Brick so I can do some extra promoting. So.
I'm happy that I'm out of the doghouse and I don't have to hear Reed every week say, I'm just waiting for someone to make a logo. I'm like, I'm done. I did my service. I'm out.
That's right. Now I just got to get the people to be able to put it on some stuff. Hat. I think somebody's like, hat. I'm like, well, yeah, because I have to wear a work shirt. I mean, and I guess I can put it on the legs of a pant leg, but it might look kind of strange. And so, but a hat I can wear, so that's always good. Yes, you are out of the doghouse for logo now. Way to go.
Good. I feel so much better.
You don't like being in the doghouse? What?
No, I don't. All right, Steve's going. Bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve.
Bye.
Soak this one piece. It looks like it got maybe Jolly Rancher on this Western hat or something. Something's on it.
Uh-oh.
Every time I hear the name Steve, I think of the monkey from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Steve.
Oh my gosh. I remember that movie.
That was a great movie.
Which movie?
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I love the book. I absolutely adored the book when I was a kid, and I still love the book. The movie is nothing like the book. Like, the storyline is totally in a different ballpark than the book, but both of them are equally good.
Yeah, that cop is a meme. That cop
Lockwood.
Lockwood, and he runs. The running of him is a meme.
Oh yeah, he's got that Terminator run.
Lad, go to the chopper. I can kind of do a Terminator, but I can't really do Terminator. Oops.
I'm gonna bail in a couple minutes so I can go put my son to bed.
Bail, huh?
It's already past his bedtime, but I want to finish this one base before I leave.
He's getting kind of a reprieve too, huh?
He's getting some bonus minutes. He's in overtime.
Well, let's hope he remembers to try and score a goal. Then
he is definitely getting he's getting stir crazy here.
I played the figs that I've been working on tonight. Found some guys. Found some figgies. Figs, and more figs.
You can never have too many figs.
Well, I mean, I put the purple horde out for coming out of the one portal, and I still had purple horde. I didn't even get out. The guys with capes with the nice clown hair on them. I got the nice red clown hair.
What am I, a clown? Do I mute?
But I do have lots of purple legs, and I don't know if I have enough disco stew chests for my sig fig. Except I don't really
Disco Stew, that's a Simpsons character.
Disco Stew.
Disco Stew. They still need to make a Simpsons series 3.
Oh.
With Mo. I think Mo would be a cool addition.
I think that ship sailed.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do Simpsons again. Not unless something happens, but I doubt it. I doubt they'll do that.
Yeah, why do you think it's not gonna happen? I'm just curious. Like, why do you think it's not happening? Because
I think I would say because there's no product line supporting it right now.
Right. Yeah.
It's one thing to have a licensed collectible miniature, but they always usually have a regular wave to support it. Like, Disney collectible minifigures, but you can also buy Disney products. Simpsons minifigures, but you can also buy Simpsons products.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because the Simpson house was out at the time when the figs were out. So.
And then the Quickie Mart.
Yeah, Quickie Mart. I got the instructions. I don't have the mark, but
I am really, really, really hoping that these rumors about a Mario collectible minifig series are real.
Ooh,
I kind of don't believe it, but I'm hoping.
Do you think any more of the Simpsons stuff will come out?
Huh?
Is there any chance any more of the Simpsons series coming out?
I don't think so.
I kind of want them to. Like, I want a set. I don't know. Maybe that be Krusty Burger or Tavern or the Springfield Elementary.
The Tavern. I don't think the family-friendly brand will make a bar.
Yeah, I don't. Well, the Cantina. Look at the Cantina in Star Wars. They did do a bartender there.
I mean, there's a lot of hypocrisy. Don't get me wrong.
So Lego can't say, "Hey, we never did a bartender."
Oh, they can. They can say all kinds of nonsense.
Ooh. Who is it?
But is Moe's Tavern really a bar?
Yeah, of course it is. It's a tavern.
Yeah, they sell beer there.
Well, but
long pause. Like, man,
Are you gonna open that?
the series ones. I was thinking about it.
Oh gosh, those are so rare. I'm trickling.
You think, Kevin, should I open my series ones?
Are you planning to sell them or what?
Thinking about it.
I would say don't open it if you're planning to sell it.
Yeah, because
don't open them.
If you're planning to sell them. If you're planning to keep them, then open it.
I found the new one.
I thought the goal was to have them open so people could see what they were.
Well, that's what, is there the thing on the back where you can scan who they are inside?
Yeah, right there.
Well, series 1 and 2, but I mean, I don't know if they. I don't understand why they should almost do that again. It was kind of nice to have that extra barcode, but they had the 2 barcodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly feel like if you've got some savvy customers who go out of their way to figure out what it is and they get what they want, then who cares who cares? You still sold the product. Why do you need to crash the party? Just let people buy it. Because that's why they got rid of it. They got rid of it because people were like identifying what was in the packs.
But you don't think opening to sell it makes sense? You think it's just leaving it sealed or what?
No, I feel like having the barcode on it, because the barcode was there so that some retailers like Target and Toys R Us could properly identify every single item in the packet. And now they use the bump codes or whatever, because technologically you have to be able to figure out what's in them for other inventory purposes.
But in terms of trying, if I was going to sell them, do you think you're saying it's better to just leave them sealed?
Yeah, you get more for them sealed, Reed.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're super, super confident in what they are, keeping them sealed seems like the right thing to do.
All right, Reed, are you really planning on selling those?
Uh-oh, here it goes. Get ready.
I don't know why. Maybe thinking about it.
Well, because seriously, I have like one of Series 1.
I have one as well. I only have the Ninja.
So I have more money than Brick Frank.
Wow.
One of the things I do need to do is I need to make sure that I have an open set somewhere of them. I think I do, but I mean, that's kind of my kickers. My figs are scattered all over Tarnation, but yeah, these are the ones I keep coming across and whatnot. Yeah, I think I was planning on selling them. Because the extra sets don't really do me any good. I mean, they're just sitting, gaining, dust, basically.
Well, then, Reed, if you're going to sell those, what's your price?
I think we need to have a battle to the death.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Like an eBay bid.
eBay bid.
Well, I have the Crash Test Dummy and the wrestler. The rest of them I need.
I only have the Ninja. He's in
Wow.
my case. Here, let me grab it. Wait, is he in there? Yes, he is. He's right there.
You gonna get in on this in Lego?
I don't have much money.
There we go. What do you sell them for? How much are they each? Are they the same price each, or are they different prices for?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question too. I don't know.
Or are they going to be $2 each, like they originally should be?
Oh,
Maybe
come on,
maybe
Brick.
they're.
You got to make $1. They should be $3 then.
That's a good price.
Wow.
$3 each? I feel like that's low. Maybe I'm.
That does seem a little. That seems a little low, but it could be. I could be wrong.
Isn't the Ringmaster Series 1 figure the guy with the whip?
The Ringmaster.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Was he part of that one?
I thought that guy was like Series 5 or Series 2. Maybe.
No, the Ringmaster is not Series 1. The Magician is.
Magician, yeah, I got him. Yeah, he's sitting here. Cheer, Ninja, Zombie, Nurse, Nurse. Oh, there's the other cheer. 2 cheers.
Okay, so Brick Freak gets one and I get one.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, if you got 2 of them, that works.
Trying to see. There were 16, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I only have 13 of them. I must be missing something somewhere. Oh, you know what? Maybe I had them in different things because maybe I was gonna donate them. No, that's another cheer.
There's one for M Lego.
Different.
All right, there is 1 for you and 1 for me. There is 1, 2 for you and 2 for me. There's 1, 2, 3 for you and 3 for me.
Well, there he is. There's actually another dummy. Really dummy. What couple I like? Huh? What?
Okay, that the cheerleader, according to Brickset, is worth $245.
What?
So
What?
I think $3 sounds reasonable.
Oh, you put that.
Give you a 4.5.
The Ringmaster Series 2.
Yes. I know I've got like maybe one or two of him somewhere in parts. I don't know where he is.
That's a lot of money for one of those.
So yeah, I don't.
$3 for one guy.
That's not like a Comic-Con or whatever giveaway.
Or a toy fair?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I actually. Okay, that's gonna work better. Good thing I got two of those guys because I need it.
Remember to sign into my brick set, otherwise it's just freaking is terrible to use.
Yeah, it is pretty bad.
I mean, I guess it could be close to hell on earth, but I mean, I don't know if it's quite that bad, but yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's saved.
All right, got Pajama Girl. She's gonna go in my straightaway bin. Cool bunny, but I don't need it.
All right, I finished this other plate that I wanted to, so I'm gonna take my leave, put this kid to bed.
You gonna bug out? Okay, sounds good.
I can show off this last one I did, if anyone cares. Another plate of hair.
Hold on.
Ooh,
Hold on.
classic Joker right there.
Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like the pink. I like the pink. Like, what is that pink one?
It's kind of like rocker chick kind of.
Yeah, for like Series 7 or something like that.
No, the one next to the red, next to the clown hair type thing.
Yeah,
really big hair. Really
You're talking about this one, right?
No, the one, the other pink.
The giant afro.
Yeah,
that's pretty. That's a big afro.
That's a big berry bush. Big.
And we got our two Exoforce hairs are in there. Green one and the blue one.
Nice.
So this will help me so much. I won't need to.
Oh, that's crazy. That is kind of crazy, Mike. That's nuts. $245 for brick set?
Okay, that's what Brickset.
Where are they selling it though?
Okay, that's what Brickset says, but BrickLink 6 months average says it's actually selling for $13.23.
That's a pretty vast difference.
I don't know where Brickset.
Yeah, that is pretty vast. Yeah.
So just
I was gonna say
just meet in the middle.
Yeah,
Just
it's
meet
like
in the middle.
What, $130 or something?
That sounds like a bargain.
That's crazy.
All right, you guys have a good rest of your stream. I will catch you later.
You're not hanging out to see which one of us gets par first?
Wait, are you going to settle it right now? I have a feeling it's going to drag
probably not
for a little longer. All right,
well,
see you later.
Is the caveman doesn't even have a value on him.
See you later, Jude.
See you, Kevin.
Later.
Bye.
Have a good night, Kevin.
See, what's wild is it doesn't, for like caveman, it just, their current value doesn't list anything on Brickset. So it's kind of those things where, I wonder if they misinterpreted it with something else or something, That's crazy. Oh yeah, that's why most of us use BrickLink. I don't use. No, I'm good.
The caveman on a 6 month average on BrickLink is $10.35.
Yeah. See, everything. I need to get RAM in this machine. It is just so freaking slow, especially streaming wise. Well, see, the thing is, though, like a couple of them, I don't even think I have the tribal. I don't even have the Tribal Hunter. I don't even have that one. So that one must be one I must have opened. I mean, now most of the parts, except for I think most of the parts ended up in like the BAM later on. I think Series 1 and Series 2, the parts ended up showing up in Series. Siri, how are you freaking on? Man.
Hey Siri.
Phone, crazy phone.
Siri.
Stop doing that. My phone just did the same thing.
My phone to call.
Yeah, mine did too. I did. I don't think I even said. I didn't even think I'd said it.
My
I think I
phone
said
is
the
set up
name.
to say like the Hey Siri.
Oh, now look at this. Tribal Hunter on Brickset says new 7, used 226.
Why is he $226 for a used one?
I don't understand that. That doesn't even make any sense.
That's bizarre.
I hit the link. I want to see where.
It's getting bizarre.
It's like, I mean, it's almost like they've got some. It's almost like somebody hacked the site and for the pricing and just kind of.
And we're gonna price that out.
Sends me to Bricklink.
$100 piece.
I'm not saying that any one site is better than the other for pricing, because honestly, it's what it's worth to you.
Last 6-month sales, max. Somebody paid $224. What?
That's kind of insane.
October. Well, actually, that can't be last 6 months, but it says it shows the months, and so in October of 2017, someone paid $223 and $224 for it.
For what?
For one figure?
For the freaking yeah. Oh no, actually no. That was a complete. I don't know. That might have been a complete random set, maybe.
Complete
it
set.
Can't be.
Okay, fine, but one figure.
I don't know what it says. It says I don't know. It's hard to tell what Bricklink is saying here. One set. I think it might be
the complete set of minifigures. All 16 are last 6 month average. 6 month average was $240.07.
I will be right back. I'm going to get water.
Yeah, see, I think somehow some of this stuff. I think this price correlation is mixing sets and individual. I think a little bit. I think it's what's happening.
Well, did you go under Bricklink to sets and then the minifigure collection, or did you go?
No, it just says. I went from Brickset. This current value, new 7, used 226, and I clicked on the 226. Now I don't know if that's thinking maybe the whole set for 226, or that's kind of the problem. Is the link probably? But I mean, because it did list anything, it listed the box all the way up to that too. So I mean, it's I'm trying to think which ones I'm missing though. I have a zombie. Oh, I might be missing Skater. And I think I'm missing Skater, Wrestler, and some of those guys, I think actually some of them I actually gave away as prizes somewhere, I think, in one of the events. I'm missing the Diver, of course. And the cow. I think I'm missing a few. And I have Cowboy. I'm missing a few of them, but I mean, I think I have a whole set open, but I got to find it. I don't even know what happened to my whole set.
No, wait, did I have 3 of that gamer guy? 3 of the gamer guy.
Series 2, I have a lot more of some.
What did I miss? Did I miss anything important?
No.
No? Okay. Jacket.
Reed told them all to me. It's okay.
Those are even the right thing. There they are. Yes.
Wow, I didn't even know I sold them all. Wow, that's pretty cool. The Pharaoh I bought a bunch of, I think, because of the shaft.
Where's the gamer kit? Did I put him in here? Well, he's in here now, but how many of that kit did I
see? Some of them had really good purpose, and so even the snowboarder, I think.
Oh, I wish he came with.
It says I only did 3, and I know I opened a lot more than 3. Let's see what it says here.
What's
That's my problem is,
you guys have most of?
Huh?
What's the collectible figure that you guys have most of? It can be from any series.
Rogue, probably 50 plus.
Oh wow, that is a lot of rogues.
Well, yeah. I
Or
mean,
did you guys see the new Monkey Kid sets?
the what?
The Monkey Kid sets. Did you see the pictures for them yet?
I don't think I saw the pictures for that yet.
They were put on, I think, Ash and Flash's YouTube channel. But they look all right. There's no small set, so I might have to wait on them because there's two.
One stuff I was kind of excited about was City went back to ocean stuff, but they actually have kind of a big. Looks like they might be going back to kind of one of the bigger boat hulls, which I think was kind of cool.
Yeah, I kind of want to.
I don't know how big it's going to be, but it looks bigger.
I kind of wanted a farm theme again.
Yeah, I still want farm too, but I mean, you know, talking to them about going to farming is like, talking to them about going to farming is like, frick, I might as well be just screaming at a wall at the top of my lungs because they aren't listening anyways. They don't pay attention. I mean, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, it's Lego almost with the ability of getting rid of all the AFOLs out of the stores seems like, you know, to me, what I would say is it's like there used to be balance in the Force, and now they've drifted to the Lego brand retail has drifted to the dark side of the Force. They're strong with the dark side, very strong with the dark side. There's a Sith Lord somewhere in their midst, and I don't know who it is, but
it's their manager.
Probably there is a Sith Lord amongst them, though.
Do it. Put this out before they're released. Do it. Or you're fired. I will terminate your job.
So
I don't know. That's my little Emperor and Palpatine.
The only reason it was funny is I just need to really kind of start liquidating some stuff. I mean, the big sets take up the most space. These guys don't take up as much space, but sit on huh?
What are you bringing to Brickworld?
What do you mean?
If that happens, like set wise. Or do you not know?
I mean, probably all the ones that are currently on my Facebook Marketplace, and then.
Oh, okay.
Well, so I mean, I've got a bunch of sets out there for that, and then maybe look and see what else I
the
have.
About Facebook Marketplace is you only get to see that if you're in that area.
Well,
I actually put mine, I think, in full US though, I think too, in one of the groups. So I mean, but the thing is though, because I've had people from like California or whatever, and I'm like, where are you at? And they're like, oh, yeah, that's not going to happen. I mean, because I did ship one thing to Michigan, I finally said, yeah, I'll ship it, But in the end, I mean, I don't really, because I have to ship it. So like, if somebody wanted to pay me without question, $600 or something for my Eiffel Tower, and they wanted it shipped, I might ask if they really wanted the box or not. But I mean, it's one of those things where, a lot of people are just like, really, and then they don't realize how big the box is.
Work. I got to keep that figure out.
So it's one of those things where, to me, I mean, I have a bunch of stuff. I mean, actually, what's wild is this is the way to do it. I had a guy that actually was going to buy a bunch of the stuff that drove up from Dubuque, and I met him an hour out of Madison. One of the stops I go to, I met in the parking lot, but I took extra. So I took like stuff that, extra Marvel sets. I'm like, I could probably part with these too. And he was like, and he looked, and I showed him, by the way, I got these other ones. He's like, oh, I'll take all, I'll have to come back, but I'll get all those too. And so he ended up buying all those too. So that was kind of cool. I did have a lady buy like most of the one lot I had for like $1,300. I mean, she had a list. She went through it all. I mean, that was pretty cool. But I mean, I haven't really been selling a lot. I sold a bunch for a while, and then it kind of went cold. So it's one of those things where, and right now I'm not really looking to sell. I'm still working, so I mean, I don't really want people to spend money that they could be using for other stuff. I mean, when this crisis is averted and whatnot, maybe I will go back and put some stuff back out there. But
I only sold like one thing during this crisis on eBay, and I got $100 for it, or more than 100.
Later, dude, Jude. Oh, hey, Bama Bricks is here. Welcome.
Night, Jude.
Hey, dude.
You know, I don't know if Bama. I don't know if I sent you an invite or not, but we do have a spot available here. There's a spot. I got some mixed ones here. I must have taken to one of the brick worlds just to giving away. There's a little bit of everything here. I do have a set of Series 9, like the silver ones, the Series 9. I have a set of these
silver ones.
Yeah, so I have a set of the Series 9 in the small box. So I was able to get a hold of the small boxes, and so all 16 are in a small box. So I do have that. That was the other one I think I bought a bunch of. That had the chicken guy, and I bought the Good and Evil was a good guy out of that set, and then I also had the Knight. I
have the Knight out of that series, and I've got
the Knight. I bought a bunch of
him.
him.
I have the Plumber, the Knight. I wanted the chicken suit guy.
The Alien was good out of Series 3. I think I have a bunch of him open. This is snowboarder. Yeah, Lady Liberty. I bought a bunch of her from Series 6.
I just went to New York and bought a magnet with her.
Series 10 had the Rebel and the Bee. Oh, there we go. There's a Series 2, the Surfer. See, and I had some Lego Movie here. Oh, and I have a couple more. This must be the Monster from Series. Must be 8. Is that? I have a couple sheets here, so it was an 8. A couple extra Post-it notes. No, Series 8. That would be the Bavarian for that guy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What do you think is the most profitable current theme if you were to resell it after the sets retire?
In terms of the current themes?
Yes.
Anything train.
Well, yeah, but even the train stuff isn't really. I don't know if that's really even the greatest stuff these days. Sometimes it will, but I mean, I'd say. Let's see here. I'm gonna go. Let's see here. Close that. Let's see here. See if it'll do it quickly enough here. But to me, I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, obviously, the Star Wars stuff is always pretty good. So I want to look and see. I mean, to me, it's one of those things where it's trying to find a set that you think is going to be. Well, obviously the modulars are always, but I mean, those you're going to have to sit on a while. I mean, because I got a Palace Cinema, and I looked at the other day. Do I want to sell it? I mean, it's still only like $200 or $250, so it's not like it's gone up like cafes and some of those which are selling for crazy amounts. And my friend has a couple of those still sealed, and so he's not working. All I do is probably put a couple of those out on the internet. I'm sure someone with money would probably buy it. Trying to think. You know, obviously the idea sets. Now everybody was worried about the Pirates of Barracuda Bay. Shiny saw the CMFs and caught his eye. You know, I could just dump the box on the floor here and have the camera focus at that. You guys can all just kind of be going, "What is that? What is all that?" You know, which actually, you know, kind of gives me the idea here. You know, we're just kind of do this. Do this real quick here. They're just, you know, because Shiny made the point. There we go. We'll just kind of, you know, turn the camera towards the pile of bags of CMFs on the floor there. There you go. There's some stuff for you, Shiny. Just bags upon bags of CMFs. You know. That's how bad it is. I mean, what do you think started my polybag infatuation? Is all these freaking CMFs.
Well, actually, just like I said to Kevin, if you need to get rid of them, I could always take them off your hands for free.
Yeah. So I mean, I actually did get a full set of the Olympic ones.
Is that the Team GB? No, that's not.
Yeah, a gentleman came into the store when I was working at Park Meadows, said, you know, and you could tell what he had in a bag. You could tell he had a box of them, and I'm like, he's like, yeah, you know, I brought these back from the UK, and you know, I'm really, you know, looking to sell them or whatever, you know. And so it was one of those things where I said, yeah, we could probably. And so basically in the end, there were like 3 or 4 of us that got into it. And I think we ended up, whatever the full set was, there was 3 or 4 full sets or whatever. So I think I got one, Eric got one, and then someone else, maybe Mark Mancuso or somebody got one. Shiny's like, are those all going to be for sale one day? Probably. I mean, most of them are extras, with the exception of, are they in this one? They're not in this pile. The Rogues might not all of them anyways. I might open more of them. I got 20 open, but might open more. So some, I mean, probably most likely. Like Pirates of Barracuda Bay, I was saying, somebody actually had said that it's out of stock. It's not like back ordered right now. It's out of stock, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, from working at Lego, what it is probably because all these new parts are making the rounds on the internet. Probably what happened was the assembly line had to be switched for all these new sets, and so the current production run of the Pirates is probably done for now until they start it up in whatever 6 months or whatever, and then they'll start up another run. It's probably not gone. I mean, if it is another women scientist thing, I guarantee Lego will never hear the end of it this time around. Because if they ever make that mistake again, it'll be backlash until the end of the century. I mean, to the point where, especially if all the pirate people would be just like, okay, I think it's time for weapon, guys. I hate to say that, but it'd be kind of crazy. But, to me, that or that's what happened with Leppin would just maybe start making it. I mean, the goal is to keep, while it's current, keep the counterfeit people from making money off of one of your sets that you've put your heart and soul into. So Pirates of Barracuda Bay, because it's pirates and it's cool and it's big. That one will probably be a big one to probably resell, and that one you might have to wait too long. Something like that, and ideas might go up in price quickly if they don't bring back pirates. If they were bring back like the pirates line as a whole just later on, then it would decrease that resale value based on that. So certain poly bags go up in value, but I don't see anything out there right now that'll jump up in price. Usually it was the GWPs, like the VW bus when they had it. Even a couple years after that one was gone, that one kind of went up in price.
Speed champions go up in price a lot.
The new ones, the new 6-wide speed champions could. Some of those might actually. I actually still haven't bought the $50 one. I need to do that. I didn't see that one. I wonder if they had that one at the store. I didn't see that. The Legoland Fire Academy. I just ordered the part because it was on sale, and a couple of the driving school sets. They should be. I think I just got an email saying they just shipped.
You can order those off Lego.com?
Huh?
How did you get those, Reed?
I went to the Legoland website. They're shipping from their stores now in Florida, I think now.
Huh.
Somebody mentioned it in the hauling and balling stream, and that's where I heard it. I'm like, oh, and I think I went over there that day and went and looked and was like, oh, cool, they do. And so it was kind of funny because we hear stuff from different. You watch some of the other streams, and I was because I actually won. Actually, I got to get my address to Cheap Ass because I won. I won one of their contests this last week. So
nice job.
I think it was. Was it Guess Pooh? Won something. So, I haven't won. I won there once before. I won there. I still haven't seen those yet either. I won something before Philly last year, I think. They're going to ship it after Philly. Just some poly bags. I guess, obviously that Technic Dom's Dodge Charger might, because even though it's Technic, that might be something because it's like a license type thing. Maybe
I saw that at Walmart today.
Yeah, I saw it at Walmart a couple of weeks ago or a week or two ago. To me, it's one of those things where, the problem with reselling these days is there's so many people that are collecting that it's one of those things where, even holding on to some of the weird stuff, some of the elements for like some of this, like the spike and the educational, the boost, and some of those later on might have a little bit, just from the simple fact that it's they're hard elements maybe once they're gone. Problem is they keep changing technology, so you don't know what to kind of get to hold on. So
I found a bunch.
Dox's Pirates.
I had found a bunch of Speed Champion sets, like the $15 ones, for $3.50 at Walmart.
Yeah, I've got some of the older ones that are sitting somewhere on one of my shelves. I mean, some of this stuff might be cool to just sit on, once it's out, like some of the new city sets with that new hammerhead shark and like the $10 the mini submarine set. This is a new animal. That could be kind of worthwhile holding on to. It would be interesting to see how big this boat hull is for this marine. Oh, you know what? Actually, now I think about it, I don't think it's a new hull. Hold on. Gosh, what is with Brickset? Man, I need 16 gigs. I need more RAM in this machine. How can I not stream and still open Brickset? I mean, man, this is crazy. I think I'll be having to reformat my whole machine again and do the new motherboard in there and try and get like 32 gigs of RAM, like quadruple what I got. They're trying to open this picture of this new marine research vessel. I was thinking it was a new boat hull, and actually, what I think it is I think it's two of the older hulls. The one that had like the U shape. I think it's two of those back to back. Even though I think the initial picture I saw looked like it could have been a new hull, and I don't think it is. I think it's two of the. Gosh, man, Brickset, what are you doing? Why can I not open? This is bad. My computer's got troubles. Oh, it's bad. Bad. I mean, well, a lot of this stuff, I have just so many of these things. So for me, I was buying certain ones for certain reasons. I'm trying to think of a good one. Series this? Series 12. Like 12, like the pizza guy, because the pizza piece would be cool to have. Oh, the pig guy. But you wonder how much different he is from. Oh, that's an elephant. Trying to think of some the Bavarian because of the pretzel, and then the pretzels show up. Now the skiers from Series 8. I bought a bunch of the skiers for the poles and stuff. Well, here we go. Here's Viking. So like Series 4 had a Viking, and those. I mean, like because what's his name? Maximus was talking about it earlier about the Viking from this series. 1, 2, there's 2. All these tags have fallen out. I had the Musketeer in that series too, which is pretty cool. Problem is, I don't think I have full sets of anything else. I mean, Hazmat, was he in this one? Was the Hazmat guy in Series 4? He might have been.
That's right.
Huh?
I said it sounds right, but I don't know.
Yeah, because the Hazmat guy was pretty cool. I think I bought a couple of him.
Yeah.
See, and that's kind of what I was saying is certain ones had, you could use them in different things. Like even Monster Fighters. The Monster Fighters I didn't buy a lot of, but I walked into a Target in Boulder one time and bought whatever was left, and in the end it turned out to be like 19 cat ladies or something. And I'm like, ugh. Okay, Kevin's going to seriously get chased by a lot of cat ladies? No! Tiger Woman. Yeah, this might all be Tiger Woman in here. I was like, I bought them, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? That's what that 19 was? No wonder nobody bought them all. I was like, but they were been on there forever. This was like maybe 2 or 3 years after they were gone. Somehow, somebody must have found it in the back room. But the witch, because she had the purple hat and the black cat. Spider Lady, Banshee, Spider Lady, Tiger Woman. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, Tiger Women's galore. Anybody need a Tiger Woman? I got plenty of them.
That's the only one of that series that I own.
Huh?
That's the only one of that series that I have.
From the Monster Fighters, the Tiger.
Yeah.
Because it was probably the one that nobody could use, and they wanted all the other ones. I mean,
yeah. When I got it, I had just grabbed a random one, and that's the one it was.
Well, the Series 11, because they had like the green. That one had a couple cool ones. This one I don't have. It doesn't look like I have very much left of this one, so I must have opened whatever I had, or most of them. Looks like a Scarecrow. What is this one? Scarecrow, Robot, another robot, the female robot, Scarecrow, and Grandma. This one had the Yeti, and the Yeti I kind of now wish I had bought more of, but I do have three or four of the Yeti open somewhere. That's kind of the thing. And the one I really wish I ordered more of, and I don't. I mean, I think that was maybe was Series 8 or 9 that had the bagpiper. That's kind of the one I wish I had really done more. Okay, here we
Series
go.
7 had the bagpiper.
Oh, whichever one. Yeah, I don't know. It was somewhere. So, it doesn't even give me a really good picture, but yeah, the marine. Oh, that's the marine research vessel. Is that the new Oklahoma City? I thought it was something different. I thought it was cargo. So maybe let me keep going.
That one. Let's put something on the ground. And now,
Yeah, the cheetah I still need more of from the DC line at some point. And I'm still missing like Peapod from 20, Break Dancer. Might be missing martial arts. No, actually, maybe I have him. Athlete I have. See. Oh, the brick costume guy I'm missing. Yeah, I think I'm just missing like 3 of them. The brick, the Peapod, and the break. So I thought the city had. I was thinking maybe I'll have to go back and look at those pictures I saw. I thought it was more of a different kind of ship than that vessel. I'm seeing that marine research vessel. I mean, if I just could see from a distance. But they do have some stuff in action. I'm wondering if that shark is the bigger shark that they used to have years ago. That actually cheap ass really likes. I don't know. I can't remember if that's the stuff I was looking at or not that made the rounds at one point. I'll have to go look at some point, but it's kind of. I don't know. I mean, I'd say it's one of those things you just kind of got to look and see in terms of stats. I mean, reselling is a tough market these days. But you got to be willing to sit on it for a while. That's kind of a kicker. I always look for stuff on sale and stuff, but
yeah, that's the only time I ever get stuff to resell is if it's on sale for like really cheap.
we really haven't. I mean, a lot of stuff it's tough to tell if it's stuff that's really going to be, is overly produced now. Like everybody always thinks like baseball cards and stuff. Are they overproducing certain things and stuff like that? So yeah, it's tough. You do a lot of books these days, that's for sure.
Oh, this is. Did that come with mine?
Building Lego trains.
What is that?
I'm still waiting for the one that one of the guys said he was building with the lighting. Like the newsstand, that's pretty cool. It was in-store build back in January of 2020. That'd have been a cool one.
Oh, sweet. That's just a part of that. Awesome.
One of the guys said he was actually he was doing a book on lighting, and I thought that was pretty cool. He said No Starch Press was going to release it. Of course, they don't have anything for 2021, but I guess we're barely into 2020. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, to me, it's one of those things you just gotta. I mean, look at me. I'm sitting on all these CMFs. I mean, the goal is you got to find somebody who's willing to buy stuff. That's kind of the kicker too. Is selling stuff is still finding buyers. I mean, I've actually done a lot of bartering on a lot of the stuff I've done on Facebook Marketplace. Hardly anything has really gone at what I actually priced it at. I mean, a few things have been close. But a lot of it, almost usually needs a little bit of bartering. There's nobody's always looking to pay. Well, unless, of course, like the guy that bought the Marvel sets, a lot of it was probably a lot. I mean, some of the stuff I was selling close to what I paid for it. And so a lot of it was going for just your standard pricing, but cheaper than Amazon. And a lot of it you have to realize, too, is people on those sites have to pay for shipping, too. And you don't know what kind of condition it's going to come in, and so some people have lucked out. I mean, they've gotten really good deals for really cheap amounts, and so it's just I mean, I try not to look as much anymore. I did buy a train, a 9-volt train, through Facebook Marketplace a couple months ago. And that was somebody who I drove a little bit, probably a half an hour, 45 minutes to pick up, and it turned out it was good. I think it had 2 of each switches, 2 lefts, 2 rights. It had the train. I think it was the yellow cargo railway. 2 lefts, 2 rights, the motor, the controller, 30 some pieces of straight, 30 curves. That was a good one. I think I paid $2 or $2.50 for that. That's one of those things where I try not to buy much anymore. Until my friend John comes back into Lego. City stuff I'm not really looking to buy a lot of, just because it's one of those things where unless he builds a city, I don't know when I'll get to build a city. The castle takes up a lot of my time, and now if I get my storage organized to the point where I could have 2 build areas, 1 city, 1 castle area, then I might think about doing something like that. And that's kind of, I guess, the reason to try to liquidate sets is like free up space just from not having to stock it. Probably need to liquidate some of the dimensions stuff. I haven't even tried to play my dimensions lately. I guess one person said that if you don't load the kits before the server goes down, which it might already be gone, the question is, can you still use it in game, I guess, is the question.
I'm sure you can still play dimensions without the service.
But the question is, can you still add all the new packs and stuff to it? That's the key.
I think so, because I did when I was on my Wii U. This was probably a couple weeks ago, or was that a Wii U or Xbox? I don't remember. On a console, it said, "Would you like to download the stuff?"
Hopefully that stuff will be out there for a while. Because I have a ton of that stuff, and I actually played a little bit of it. My nephew's got a bunch of the different stuff too. So, maybe it's one of those things where I might have just trying to gift him one of each of them, just so he's got it. So if I ever want to really play it, I'll have to do is borrow kind of the plates. I don't really need stuff. I kind of bought them for the figs anyways. I didn't really buy them for so much the playability, but the cheapness, the fact that Mr. T be kind of cool to have, or ET be cool, and
ET and Mr. T, they're pretty sweet. I got both of those that you were just talking about.
Yeah, and Kevin had mentioned the Mr. T Mohawk at one point. So I bought a bunch of that stuff just because of that. For the pieces themselves in those kits, not so much, but like the Kraggers, I have 20 or 30 unopened that are. That I could use the Crocs. Same thing for Laval, for the team ones. I bought those. I bought the arcade one because it was had the centipede game or whatever, was pretty cool, like the stand up, which I thought was pretty neat. I buy stuff for certain reasons, and in the end, will I ever really use them for what I bought them for, or will I just end up throwing them away? I guess is anybody's guess. So Larry, do you guys are those like built onto are those like attached to the base plate for planning, and you got to pull them off and rebuild them?
Sorry, I had you muted. No, I just set them on there, so they're all loose. But it was kind of I had to do a template for one side and then duplicate it for the other, and do the top and the bottom. I feel like I'm doing like Lego Studio, but in real life.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. To me, only reason I kind of used Digital Designer all those years was the fact that the collection. I was in an apartment and it was pretty confined and stuff. So nowadays it's pretty laid out, but even in the end, there's so much, and it's just one of those things where how easily can I find stuff? Some of it's kind of the basic method, like Kevin. So some of it's got the some of it's got like by type. So there's bins of plates, there's bins of brick, bins of slopes and stuff like that. So I do have a fair amount of that stuff. And I haven't fine-tuned all of that yet. And with the castle setup, I kind of lost one of my main sorting areas. So that kind of hurts too. I've almost been tempted to take the initial table was built wide enough so I could actually put 4x4s on the sides and put more plywood, so I could actually have another layer of building or sorting. But the plywood probably have to be pretty thick, like 3/4 inch or something. So I know it's stiff.
Yeah.
Doesn't even center support.
For for the last 2 weeks, I was sorting on it, so now I'm building on it because, you know, all the stuff behind me is just pulling bricks out, and it's like I've got all these little bins and little tiny drawers and stuff that I've been using. The trick with this build is the color I'm using. So the dark blue, I pulled out just about all my dark blue, and it's been a bit of a trick. Thank God I got one of the I don't know, the what was Rex from the Lego Movie 2, Rex's Raptor
Rex Celsius or whatever.
Yeah, no, not a big fist.
Oh, his off-roader.
2,100.
No, it was a ship that was actually piloted by 2 Raptors.
2,198.
I don't know.
I'm gonna head to bed.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, you're right. The dark blue's a little harder to come by. I mean, I ordered something in case I do a promotion. Huh?
It was a large set, had a lot of this dark blue. Yet, I'm thinking, oh, now I got a ton of this dark blue. I didn't have as much as I thought.
Who'd we lose? Did we just lose? Who did we just lose?
Lego.
Yeah. Lego. Yeah. Let's see here.
God, you know, this is an awful lot of work for a weekly build challenge.
And hopefully it's not CM Lego. Hopefully it's not a size. Hopefully it won't be oversized to the point where it's disqualified.
Well, that's the problem. There was no size limit. Usually our builds are, you know, you can fit it on a 16 by 16 plate. You can have overlap, but you know that was the size. They were usually pretty small, and this thing has just gotten way out of control.
Oh yeah, and Lego mentioned too. I forgot about last year's sets, like the NASA Apollo 11's probably a good one for reselling. And the holiday sets for sure. The Winter Village stuff. I mean, you have some. Those are always good ones because they've got a full set. But I mean, you know, if you got some of the older ones, I mean, and just like anything else, that gingerbread house will be old after a while too. So 5 years.
So 2 people ordered like 57 something.
So what are we thinking here? What are we looking at? You're looking, and that's Lego Movie 2, right? That's kind of what that's what you're going from.
Yeah. It was.
Now that we're on this,
That's probably about the.
Wow. What is loading in the background? Oh, I didn't click on that, did I? I did. I don't remember it. Huh. Now it won't give me the extra commands I usually get. What the heck?
But if you're like, I don't know, if you're getting up to like 80 to 85.
I could search by theme once I was into year here, but
and, you spend another 50.
It's like I'm missing something.
Well, shipping's probably going to be about that for the eBay, so why not get Lego for it? So go through.
It's like Brickset's giving me headaches today.
Or animals or something like that, and find some of those. Add to the
oh,
cart.
sweet. Okay, 43 cents. That's not bad.
Here it is.
Oh, come from Iowa. Okay, that's not.
What?
70835.
For shipping, when you're getting Lego.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
Lego doesn't cost much.
It does have a lot of dark blue in there.
Oh yeah, that's like all.
They're like
So-
$25.
I think I shared the story where I did a
The 1989 Batman.
Lego competition
They're
up in
amazing.
Fort Collins
Now some of them
Okay.
are not very
with there was a couple. There was one guy from Cowlug. Who's the guy that's hearing impaired in Cowlug?
Oh, I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, because he does some amazing work. And and I don't know. I think you know OC, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, OC was there, and we went up for this. It was a 4-hour build challenge, and we were given the Rex Celsius set, They took it all out of the bags, threw it in the bin, and said, "Here, build something out of it." And the theme, oh God, it was so, we had a vote on a theme. And I want to say some of the things were like, build an animal, build a vehicle, and one of the choices was build something Colorado themed. And that's what frickin' won the vote. I'm like, really? How obscure can you get? So what would you build Colorado themed out of 90% dark blue?
I build a blue buffalo.
That's actually a good one. 2 people build the blue bear that's at the convention center.
Oh, okay.
Or, I'm sorry, 1 person built the bear. 2 people built Blucifer.
Built what?
You know who Blucifer is? It's the big dark blue stallion out at DIA Airport.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was just going to mention. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the giant horse or whatever.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know Colorado, there is this. God, Reed, how tall is that damn thing?
Oh,
80 feet tall. It's a huge stallion rearing up on its hind legs, which, hey, this is the Denver Broncos. Okay, that makes sense. However, it's dark blue and it has these red eyes that are lit up at night. So it's like this huge evil horse. People are like, what the hell is that thing doing out there? It's a huge sculpture. And it's got this infamous history to it. The sculpture itself actually killed the artist who was making it. He in the process, it fell over and killed him. So like his son finished the sculpture and they have it on display as you're driving out to the airport in Denver, which is nowhere near Denver. It's way, way far away from the city. You see this huge blue. Anyway, 2 guys did the blue horse, and I'm like, I can't do the blue horse because everybody's going to do the blue horse or the blue bear. Those are the 2 blue things in Colorado. Everything else is like, I don't know. Anyway, I decided to do Red Rocks Amphitheater in blue. I call it Blue Rocks. And one of the criteria for the contest was that we had to use all of the brick. And the set contains something like 2,200 pieces. And we had 4 hours to build something. Well, not one person used all the bricks. I got about halfway through the bricks before time was up in 4 hours. And I'm like, and I got halfway finished. It was, it wasn't even finished. I was like, oh my God, this is a terrible competition. I failed miserably. And I think we kind of gathered after the fact and we're like, I think the build rate, and this made me think about Lego Masters. I'm like, how do they build these huge things in such a short amount of time? Because we all talked about how much we built, and we kind of figured that there's about a 200 to 300 piece per hour rate at building an ad hoc mock. If you're just like, okay, build something, here's your theme. And we actually had some time to think about it. We got to see what we could build with. And then we're given an overnight to think of an idea. And we came back and they're like, on your mark, get set, 4 hours, go. And so I tried to build a replica of Red Rocks Amphitheater, and yeah, it was horrible. Anyway.
What's funny is I was going to show you the stallion. I've done it twice. I tried to do share screen twice from StreamYard here, and I crashed out of the screen both times, which means get ready, folks. I'm going to have to make my Facebook page public. We will be going back to Zoom next week. We will not be using StreamYard anymore. If I can't share my screen, which I did last week, we'll see if the new computer parts help. If it makes it work better, maybe. But I mean, especially when I have 8 people fighting to get in tonight, I think I'm gonna have to go. I think I'll have to go from YouTube over to Facebook or something, or figure out something. Maybe go to Twitch or something.
So Michael Moto applied to Lego Masters Season 2, right?
Yeah, I think you said something last week.
Yeah. I just, when I was first watching the Australian show, I was like, oh, yeah, if that came to the U.S., I'd totally do it. Then I'm looking at how short of a time they have. I'm like, there's no way. I couldn't build that fast.
Well, you never know.
Never know.
I mean, to me, that's kind of the same thing too. Is I don't build enough to where I could probably. I mean, I have lots of ideas, but whether or not I can actually build what I think is another thing.
Oh yeah, seriously. I mean, it's
that. Ooh, I'm putting that in my cart. Getting that. Oh, I'm spending $4.
What's funny is my laptop actually has more power than my computer, which is a dual core, and this is a quad core. Yeah, it's funny. I think it's all about the RAM and stuff. So. Nutty. So yeah, that's kind of my problem right now is my computers.
This guy on Bricklink has 2 Galador sets in his store, and that's all the sets that he has. It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
That's actually funny.
Barter Vaults, if you guys want to look at it. Capital B, lowercase v. It's all one word.
I'm good.
Stuff. Yeah, you're not looking. Nobody's in the market for any pretty awesome.
Well, my computer's being kind of glitchy tonight. I'd probably end up killing the stream if I go do too much.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did I just take out my items? No, thank God. Okay, good. Thank God. Yeah. Getting a Spider-Man torso, a Batman torso, a Spider-Man piece, and that piece. So I'm seriously, I went to the store for 1 piece, and I'm coming out with 3, or I'm going to exit the store with three extra pieces that I'm like, yeah, I'll take those. Don't you love when you find stuff and you're like, oh, I need that for this?
Yeah, usually with me, it's like I go in for about 20 pieces and I come out with 2,000 or something.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. Well, because he had a Batman torso from the 06 Batman for $1.60. I'm gonna make sure I got. Yep, I gotta find the head now. I gotta buy the head because I don't know where my good Batman heads are. Looks like I'm ripping off the other 06 one.
Are those the locking hinge pieces there, Larry?
Yeah, like the ratcheting kind, yeah.
Yep, I just ordered a bunch of yellow ones from Brick Vibe for my rainbow.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm trying to get kind of a manta ray vibe to this thing.
That looks good.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Seriously, I'm just overkilling this. It's almost embarrassing.
That's okay. You're streaming it, so everybody in Denmark can actually copy your design and make multiples.
Damn it!
Moto will show up with a Technic version of that.
Right. He'll show up with everything made out of translucent pink Friends windscreens and Technic pieces.
Well, it's funny with. I don't know if you saw the post from Heather or something saying, man, I got all these translucent windscreens.
Oh, yeah.
I did the post saying, you don't need all those windscreens. Give them to Reed. He'll use them. And she just kind of laughs. And I go, well, the only windscreen I really liked, and I should have brought some out tonight, they were in storage, is the ones left over from the 80s space that are like 6 wide, 1 high, and there's maybe 3 deep. It's that gradual slope. That they would have been. Well, they would have been. I think the ones that must have been on the Pick-a-Brick trees at Colorado Mills. I think they were clear or trans black, maybe trans brown, whatever his Lego calls it. I mean, I could have sworn. I think I picked up some blue ones at some point too, but the clear ones were something I had them, and I've actually used them in. They're good for like a what do you call it, like a sunroof type thing for lighting and stuff. So one of my digital designer projects I use them for. But I have a bunch of those. They're good to stand on their side too, and kind of give you a nice window that way too. But what was funny was during Kevin's stream today, he was talking about pieces and talking to Amanda, and she's like, "There's, we need more pieces." And then Amanda mentioned something about translucent, and of course I just throw my translucent comment in there about we need more translucent parts like hinges or something. And Kevin's like, and there's Reed with his usual translucent piece request, and Amanda's kind of like, but we actually do need some. I was like, I mean, I just like a, the headlight brick is cool, but a 1x1 brick with a stud on the side and clear would be just as cool too, because then you can do a lot of snot with that. The headlight brick's so I mean, a snot brick like that, or just the brick on the side would be cool. Maybe a hinge, like the 1x2 plate hinges in clear would be pretty cool. Because you use them both ways. You could use them, like for doing side stuff, but you could also do it to bend stuff vertically or something too. If you turn on side stuff. So.
Well, I mean, to get curves like this, you got to use some hinges.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm getting to, the point where everybody's like, well, you use white, and I'm going to have to. I mean, a lot of my stuff, I think. The new revision of Hope Castle is going to be thick. Might be, I'm guessing, maybe, like the 1x6x5s. It might be probably maybe 10 high or something, and one level of that will be just base, and then the next one up will be maybe dungeon or something. I'd like to get it higher. I'd like to build it, smaller base footprint, but maybe a little bit taller, but a little bit, more compact. I mean, to me, it's one of those things where give it more plainness, with a smaller footprint. And that way it's easier to do collaborations with. I think that's kind of what I'm trying for. I mean, it's great now at 140 inches long, and, 40 inches to 50 inches is, battle fighting space, and 30 inches is the town, and like the 60 or 70 is for the castle. I like to get down to maybe just 60 or 70 for the castle and get rid of all the other stuff. But it's a matter of getting all the guys in the castle. I'd like to get it all high, get some prison cells, but I want it to the point where I can lift stuff off. Like all the really cool castles you see on YouTube, they're pulling stuff off. So you pull this level off, and there's maybe the dining area, and then you pull that off, and there's a dungeon underneath it. And that's what I was really hoping for with the castle in the end, because that's what I got pictures somewhere around here of 2012 Brickworld where, the Campbell brothers, Damon or whatever, was pulling his castle apart, doing that, showing all the different levels. And it's cool, and you can do it with bricks, because bricks will slide back together, plates, because you just can't guarantee that they're perfectly straight. I tried doing it. I even tried doing it with like a gatehouse and a gate or something like that, and it didn't even work. It was pretty sad. So
yeah.
Kind of crazy in terms of what you have to go through sometimes if you're using just plates. But I mean, I'll hopefully build some more brick stuff here eventually. I'm just trying to get a little bit more organized. I mean, the goal is after this crisis is over and we get back to somewhat of a normality, I'd like to get a couple of castle builders from here in Wisconsin kind of over to my storage to do some castle build binging type sessions or something where we can build and maybe stream or do some Zoom meetings and stuff and whatnot. So
yeah, I've actually been thinking, it's high time I did something like a castle, because I think that's one of the things, as a kid when I was building, even though I didn't have a whole lot of castle sets, we had the little things like the little catapults or whatever, the little siege, mechanisms, or the robber's forest or whatever the heck that set was called.
Forestman.
The what?
Forestman, probably.
Yeah, something like that. So I dabbled in that a lot, and I'm like, man, and looking at some of the stuff that they've got online, some of the stuff these guys are doing, I like the terrain that goes along with the castle. I mean, that I really dig. I mean, you saw the Hogwarts that I helped Ken Heaps with, right?
Yeah.
So the water's edge, pretty much the whole water, I did, except for filling it in with studs. But the whole water's edge was really fun, and it was something I'd never done before. And it was really cool and very artistic because you're like, okay, I got all these colors and these random shapes and all these wings and angles and slopes, and how do I make a 3 or 4 colored shoreline? And it was a lot of fun.
So there you go. That's
Oh yeah.
That's Jesse. He won Best Medieval Building at Brickworld last year, and so he was set up right next to me. So to the this side of the castle was where I was at. So, but I mean, the castle itself is a small footprint, and the rest of it is just all landscaping, and that's kind of what I was, that's what would be cool to do, but I don't know if I'll get to that. So.
All right, I think I'm gonna head out, but
okay,
thanks for having me on here. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. Catch you later.
All right, see you guys.
See ya. And then actually, Maximus that was here, the other Kevin that was here earlier, that's his Star Wars build, kind of right over there. That's next to it. Well, actually, Star Wars is farther on. I think that's like an Elves build or something, or some kind of a.
Okay.
So, and then he's got an annex on the farther down. So, I mean, we're all grouped together, and so it's one of those things where, and then actually, I guess you can see here. If you see in this picture, you can kind of see that the small keep was right there. So we were right there. So the snow was. I just need to build some better transitioning points for whatnot, and that's kind of where this year Brickworld we wouldn't need it because we're all going into like ocean anyways, and that's why when Denlug was talking about the pirate collab, I says, use the example from Denver Brickfest, and like Jeremy said, perfect example. That's probably one of the better examples of a collab we've done over the years, and probably one of the best we've done. Where even though to have that many blue plates would have been sick, I mean there was just no way, but it was that was pretty cool. Lots of ships, one castle, and and people, I think that's, I mean. To me, people would build multiple things if you give them the opportunity. I mean, not everybody's got massive collections, but like a castle for you would be kind of cool. And you know what kind of castle you'd build. I know it right now.
What's that?
You'd build a Deadpool castle.
I knew you were going to say that. I'm like, and what's really great about this particular project, it's not red and black. I'm kind of glad to not be working in those 2 colors for the first time in a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what you could do is build some kind of a castle, kind of slated towards, Deadpool or wherever, since you like that in a red and black would probably look pretty nice because I don't think there's a lot of them. A lot of people might build in black, but they might not build add as much red in there unless there's fire or something somewhere around there. So I mean, that might actually be a pretty good. Castle. So I mean, that would be pretty cool to try something like that. I mean, if you've got the build space and the fact that you could build something that might be, 2 gray by 2 gray, or maybe, 4 by 4 standard plates, just a good sized castle. The nice thing is if you're building a standard bricks, you can build it with all those secret rooms and stuff, and it won't be a monumental task. It'll be something that won't be that difficult. And, and the nice thing is there's tons of castles out there to look at to get ideas from and stuff.
Oh yeah, totally.
Even Jesse sent me like 19 pictures today through Slack on like even some of his planning stages for his castle. Just for me, I'm trying to do. If I want to change it, I want to figure out where to start from. I mean, and so I mean, I guess once we know Brickworld's gone, and I mean, I need to figure out. I don't think the only other convention I was thinking this year would be Brick Fair, Virginia, but I don't think there's going to be anything until fall, is my guess.
So,
to me, it's one of those things where I mean, I need to keep enough of it together for a virtual convention, you know, if we do virtual conventions again, and then, but maybe give myself some area to build for,
would be for these 20.
you know, just plan, you know, just to be able to start building. I mean, you know, or sort. I mean, it is kind of a mess. I need to get some projects done. In other words, I was just thinking of trying to do some stuff right as coronavirus hit. I was going to try and get some plywood with some casters put on it for my lateral file cabinets, because they're kind of near the entrance of the storage, kind of blocking a few things, and so I wanted to kind of get them up on wheels that I knew would support it, and then put a lot of the instruction manuals and stuff that I'm sitting on. They're actually just sitting on some shelves. Might free up some space that way if I can get those kind of away. So I just have a lot of work to do, and you know, but you know, some things we're just getting motivated. Sometimes is a little tough sometimes to get it done, and you know, I guess obviously this is, do I open it? Do I not? I'll go back and refeel them all, make sure they're all what they say they are, and figure out how to sell them and whatnot. So, pretty good. So, are you going to add that blue onto the top of that then?
Yeah. So this is the top. So the idea is, you know, like most aquatic creatures, they're dark on top and light on the bottom for camouflage.
Get orders,
and that's where I went with that. So this is kind of the footprint. By the way, officially this is 96 studs across.
But now I don't have to do that anymore because now I have a decent enough.
Nice, that's nice.
That's big. So, and then let's see if I can get to the frame.
Well, I saw the tail earlier. You had the tail on there earlier, so.
Yeah, I worked a lot on the tail. It's actually pretty cool. I've got three. I used the jet turbine blade because that's actually more akin to what an actual, you know, what a submarine propeller looks like.
Yeah.
And I had these, you know, these great classic old submarine pieces
in there
from back in the day. So these just pop off. So those pieces.
Yeah.
Those are awesome. Those are old. Those are from when me and my brothers were kids. I love incorporating those old pieces into something.
This is some vampire guy. He's got a
so
that's why.
I mean, this by itself, this took me 2 days to build, for crying out loud.
Wow.
Gotta have just put it in a larger bag. But I mean, I have a lot of.
And then the idea is, I think, now that it's become such a thing, and it's not just a 16 by 16 weekly build, I'm probably gonna have Moto come over and do some photographs of it when it's done. But I want to do like a stand with a whole bunch of trans blue. I actually had
like 5 of those. Harry Potter minifigures.
I was experimenting with some water effects because I wanted to do like a wave, and so I just did like
brick built stuff,
slightly flexible.
I think that's from a Lego Movie 2 set.
Just 1x2s, so that you could do some kind of a water effect, like a.
Because I didn't use it.
Twist them a little bit. I don't know yet how this is going to work.
I didn't use it, so I added it to.
But you kind of get the idea, because you could actually do.
These minifigures.
You could curve these enough. You got enough of these. You could actually do, you know, like a surfer's wave.
That thing with like a regular sized head on it.
But
I haven't sold that.
No, I did a darker color.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Here's Vicky Vale. That's from the 1989 Batmobile set. So that's like a $15.
Background we're hearing.
But it's on. I think
Mike's probably.
No one's bought it. Same with the Joker. I have the Joker here. $15 mini.
What's interesting? I was going to go another direction here. So, identify that.
From one of the Star Wars, I'm guessing.
That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know exactly what that print design is from. Anyway, last weekend, week and a half ago, I got went and picked up a a giveaway batch of Legos. And there was a bunch of old stuff. There was a whole bunch of these connectors. You know, the ball and what would you call that? I don't know what that the receiver end of these ball connectors. Tons of these, and a ton of windscreens. I don't know if you saw, because I put a post on there. It's like, hey, who wants what? In fact, I haven't heard back from Dave, who's doing his big moon-based thing, because I had a couple of big, you know, of the old, you know, these kind of hexagonal pieces. But so there was one of these from the only set I can think of that this comes from is the from the Avengers, the Rocket Raccoon and Thor and Groot.
Or they might have had it in the Jurassic sets.
Oh yeah. Was it one of the balls that they?
Yeah. If it makes it into a ball, that would be one of the sets. Jurassic.
Yeah. So there's one of those, and a couple of these totally clear ones. Although at first I was thinking I'm going to make a submarine because there were 6 of these things. I'm like, oh, cool. That's kind of fun to have 6 of those because, I don't know. And I was going to do them all down the side, but then I'm like, change my mind. And so these 3 translucent spherical windscreen things inspired this whole build. Which is weird how parts can do that to you sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm gonna probably have to call this here pretty quick. I'm kind of falling asleep, so.
Yeah, I'm kind of at the end of my night.
So I think I'm gonna end it for this week, guys. One of the shorter streams.
Party it up.
Yeah. Might have to see if I can get Zoom up and running and figure out where I can stream and maybe do some public on Facebook. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end it this week. So thanks everybody for stopping in on 3, 2, 1. Night.